I know, right? I can never find out when that happens. It's all very mysterious, the way in which any kind of notification works. Of course, the way in which OBS is supposed to work is also very mysterious. Even more mysterious is the way in which that means a function might be manipulated so that we're able to stream to multiple places at once, as I believe will become somehow, yes, evident in about a minute. I was gonna say, but I just saw it. So let's see. Where this thing is to start with. Something I think I tried at one point in the past and it kind of gave up on. But whatever the case, it's now time to bring this about once again. Bring about the fact that this is being played once again, that is, and also possibly do an involuntary recap of whatever I was doing before as... Hello, keyboard. That seems to be the general tendency. Oh wait a minute, I know what the problem is. I'm using a different OBS profile thing for this, so I need to reconfigure this. Hey, when I press this key, toggle that, okay? Got it. Yeah, you got it, okay. Also since, yeah, I'm pretty sure I left this area before, so I'm gonna have to do that again. But fortunately that only takes a couple minutes, so might as well use this small window of time to make sure that's not disconfigured, and it isn't, okay. No reason to panic, clearly. Hang on. Unless I cannot figure out how to move my windows around, but fortunately I did. Okay, anyway, where was I? I was trying to see if the input would work for this, and it did. And I already completed that conversation, so... Previously on Dreamfall Chapters, that is, there are 2 games called Dreamfall, as I'm sure everyone remembers. This person, Zoe, who I'm having a...
The library's in the back, if you're looking for Enno.
Oh, wait a minute.
Feel free to...
I'm having a hard time describing in a general sense, mostly because of how she is written. I was about to exit this place for the main city streets in Mercuria, but apparently we need to talk to this other person-ish to make that happen.
You spoke with the general. Did you find what you were looking for?
It's a step in the right direction.
Good. I've asked them to ready a boat for you. Whenever you're ready, it will take you into the city. I may not fully understand your role, Zoe, but there's something about you that... I've learned to have faith in the balance. The balance provides. The balance guides. It's guiding you now. You must let it take you wherever it leads, like a leaf on a river. Bend to its will.
I'll try.
We shall speak again, Zoe Castillo. When the winds have quieted, the clouds have parted, and the grass on the Great Plain stands straight and tall once more.
It's alright, cool beans, so I suppose that means, yep, that guy just vanished into the ether, which means we have completely free license to come over here and escape. And watch the mysterious lens flares that are perpetually accompanying us.
Shepard said to take you into town. Just get in that boat and we'll leave immediately.
I hope it's not too far into town because, yeah, I've seen sturdier boats in bathtubs.
Bathtubs still exist in the future? Well, I say the future, but whenever I say that, I also have to remind myself that it's technically the future, both in the actual cyberpunkish world and this bizarre medieval fantasy world, where they have an engine that's apparently made with pipes that does calculations that allows people to control dreams, which apparently also allows them to control reality. So yeah, I guess it's the future. Well, I guess that's a better recap than what I tried to say before, which wasn't really a recap. So what we're trying to do now is trying to...
Now I need to find the city green. I wish Crow was with me. I feel less alone with that silly bird around.
We'll get reunited with Crow and watch as that bird just conspicuously flew down here.
I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm
You're
not
back.
sure what
And
you
your
can
head's still on.
Still,
Did you swim?
A useless sidekick swim? No, boat. I boated. I mean, they dropped me off in a boat.
Impressive. So, what's the next step on our grand adventure? Tea and biscuits? A hearty nap, perhaps?
I need to find the city green and the home of Abnaxus.
I visit the city green every day to clean my feathers in the fountain. Follow me.
Alrighty then. So, input please, okay. So I kinda had to restart the computer, like, entirely because it wouldn't, you know, OBS and pretty much anything wouldn't recognize the microphone
I really wish you had wings.
like 20 minutes ago.
So do I, Crow.
And apparently what was actually causing that was...
Sure,
Oh,
why wouldn't I be?
I mean,
alright, wait. Gotta have that flavor
Of course I'm
text.
Okay, okay? But I'm okay. I'll be okay. It's okay. We're okay. Don't worry about it, okay?
okay.
She's not the first friend I've lost, and she won't be the last. You learn to roll with the punches. It's either that or punch back. Real hard.
Is the stream echoey? I don't know. Well, if I did the thing right, where I tried to set up a thing with Restream, which was something I tried, I think, a year or two ago. That lets you stream to multiple locations. I should technically have a simultaneous stream going on with both Twitch, you know, this thing, and also Hitbox at the same time, I guess, to channel one weekend only to see if there's anyone there who's actually looking anymore. Who might not have gotten the message to get over here, but... I guess that would only explain that if you have both of those tabs open for whatever reason. Alright, so...
So, how's business?
Pretty good. I mean, reaping's a great time for me. Plenty of customers. Even if those farmers are tight-fisted, they bring their own...
Well, I'm pretty sure we already know where the Naxxus's abode is.
Bring food into the city, that's what they do. I must admit that I'm getting rather
Should
excited.
be right over here.
Coming along. Do you remember anything about this place now?
I worked so hard to remember, but no, not much. It was winter.
True. Winter changes everything, what with the snow and the ice and all.
And the city looked different. Smaller.
It probably has grown a bit.
But no, I don't really remember anything at all.
Perfectly fine. I also remember very little, but then I am a bird with a bird brain, so what can you expect?
I don't know. So what I used to do that was use a thing called restream.io. I think that might have come up at some point. You know, back when Mike did regular streams, like a year ago or something, but I never actually got it to work until, like, this time, pretty much.
What's going on here? Isn't that...
Oh boy.
Are they trying to chop down Abnaxus's abode? Great. That's great.
Yeah, try to chop down what's basically a giant stone tree stump. That'll work.
This is it. Abode of, big ugly thing what speaks funny?
Apparently so.
And there's someone else here.
Apparently so.
Huh.
Well, let's go take a look. Surely this is not going to be
Knock down the electric will take me seriously.
any more difficult than we make it.
It's done. Maybe then I can stop licking the arses of the Azadi. Goddess this and goddess that. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
I think I saw
Sucking
that
up to
man in town
feminine
yesterday, speaking
deity.
to a small crowd.
Give me a world without
What's he
gods
doing?
and
Oh, yeah, we did.
ruled by humans. Ah, a member of the voting public. Honor Hilaris Esquire at your service, madam. But I'm sure I don't need to introduce myself to you. You've seen my face in print and in public appearances. You know me as an honourable and truthful fellow who stands with the common man. And woman. We shan't forget the common woman. Yes, yes. I'm, of course, running for Commissioner of City Watch, a position sorely and desperately in need of new blood. The Watch needs strength. It needs direction. It needs humanity. In other words, it needs me.
I see. Also, Redbird, your headphones have some kind of a... Check out that slow motion chopping guy in the back. They have some kind of noise cancellation thing or something like that, because mine did, and whenever I turned it on by accident, since it pretty much does nothing, even if I wanted to, it would pretty much cause any kind of loud sound to get garbled. So I don't know if it might be something like that.
He's running for a political position with the City Watch. I wonder what his end game is. Let's see if I can get him talking about himself. He sounded more than happy to do so. It looks like they're trying to destroy Abnaxus's abode.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Why are you trying to knock down this tree?
Oh, it's not just a tree. It's an affront to common decency and humanity. This so-called domicile was the dark and dangerous den of one of the most militant of magicals. An abominable beast that threatened our young and our women by its mere existence. Eradicating this occult stone tree from our historic green is not just my election promise to voters, but my God's-given responsibility as a human being.
I see. Well,
He appears to be an Azadi supporter. I wonder how genuine it is.
well, even though apparently he hates the magicals just as much as they do, apparently it's not that genuine.
I take it you're happy with the Azadi occupation?
No, I wouldn't call it an occupation, not anymore. The Azadi came to save us from the Tyrant invaders, and they stayed to protect us against all magicals. They're our benefactors, not our oppressors. But the Resistance has put us all at risk. Unless we re-establish human dominion over the Northlands, we'll be vulnerable when the Azadi eventually return to Azadir. For believe me, they will. Oh, they've promised as much. This is not their land, and this is why I run for office. To build a Mercuria by and for humans, one that can stand the test of time and stand up against occult invaders. We must invest in the future, and you can't spell future without owner Hilaris.
I'm pretty sure you can, though, Will. So what's he trying to accomplish in the long run?
You're running for City Watch?
Indeed, the Watch is in dire need of strong male leadership in this time of dark crisis.
Oh boy.
Male?
As you well know, the current commissioner, a person of the female
Here we go.
has failed to maintain order in the city in these dark, trying times. She's been soft on sorcery, magnanimous with magicals. She's indulged the occult, and she's extended an open hand to non-humans, acting in discord with our foreign benefactors. Oh, it's understandable she's weak, she's sentimental. She's merely a woman, and she's not been able to properly inspire the men of the Watch to take appropriate action against our occult immigrants. As soon as I'm elected, this will change. We will honor Azadi law and make Mercuria pure again.
How long ago was this made?
No more magicals. And our women folk can once again return to home and hearth to be pampered and protected by their husbands, fathers and brothers. As it should be. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, you hate me yet. Well,
Let's see if I can get him talking about
because I swear you're supposed to.
do so. It's Hilaris, right?
Oh no, Hilaris Esquire.
See, I'm pretty sure this is how we're supposed to solve this puzzle. Kind of.
It's an unusual name.
It's unique, certainly, but it's a Northlander name with deep roots in Mercurian society. My father, the esteemed Hubert Hilaris Esquire, served dutifully for many years on the council. He was respected, feared, and admired by all. Of course, that was before he was beguiled by that Dalmari witch. She used her wily sorcery and beastly sensuality to lure my father away from his family, away from us. I've sworn to restore our sacred heritage. The witches shall burn, humanity shall prevail, and the name Hilaris shall no longer be the butt of spiteful jests.
Or maybe not quite. Well, I guess that's that exhausted, so...
Well, best of luck with everything.
Luck is the lazy man's excuse for failure. Luck is an occult idea. I create my own destiny, young madam, and so should you. Here's my advice to you. Find yourself a decent human husband and start breeding decent human babies. This is how you can best contribute to our common manifest destiny. And remember, a vote for honor is a vote for humanity.
I see.
Go on, put your back into it, man. This is pathetic. It's merely a tree.
So we need to get these people away from here so we can get inside that thing. So how shall we do that? Apparently they all hate magicals.
If I had wings, I could just fly to the Purple Mountains. After I get some proper directions.
So what now?
I don't know. Do you have any suggestions?
We kill them, bury their bodies, and then go about our lives as if nothing happened.
That's disturbing.
I know, I'm dark.
I'm really not in the mood for killing today, or any day.
Fine, then you come up with something.
Alright then, I guess we're gonna have to handle Crow.
Bird.
Oh, just pet Crow, alright. But then, oh boy, frame rate please. I could try to direct him somewhere. What if we get him to fly over to the wagon?
Why?
Just trust me.
Why?
Jesus, please, Crow.
Fine, pardon me for wanting to play a role in my own destiny. I'll do it.
So I guess Crow's still kind of somber from the whole hearing April is dead thing. Also, he's over here, and if we get over here, he'll fly back over there. I suppose. What if we get him to go somewhere different, like right up next to...
Seriously?
right up next to where those people are. What could go wrong?
It's a fucking bird. Filthy magic. Damnation, where did it go?
Alright, I guess that at least got the guy's attention. I'm guessing Crow's gonna go back over here. Yep, here he is. And now, oh boy. Now what if we get him over up to the wall? Well, I guess now he's actually looking over there. Oh boy, and throwing stones at him apparently.
What? Not again.
So I don't know, maybe
Shoddy job of the
we'll hang it a bit.
Still talking birds flapping about.
What about this guy over here? No, I guess we can't do anything with him.
So that we can
Even though I'm pretty sure he's also gonna be
sorcerer's plague. My skin crawls at the very
have to be dealt with as part of this, so what if we get him to fly to the wagon again?
Because it's working.
Oh, I'm sure. Right, how about now? Well, that makes the barrel full, but not that much in the long run. And now the barrel is partly back up. I don't know if we went back in time or if that guy put it back up. But I guess you can kind of see what the main dynamic of this is gonna end up being. So I guess the next question would be how to get these people in place. Since maybe by the haystack.
Someday soon I'm gonna complain to the Guild of Sidekicks about this.
That good old adventure game tendency where you try every possibility. Now apparently he misses every time. Oh boy. And it doesn't seem like there's anything else back here that can help us with this. But if we... Oh boy, well we can also keep doing that.
A talking bird in a parallel universe. This is going to require years of therapy.
Well, what do we say? What about the wagon?
Gods of feathers, you're paying me well. Wait, that's not a thing you do.
Since it seems like the wagon might end up moving at least.
filthy little fowl.
Or not. It's angled in such a way that makes that difficult, I guess. Have we looked at the abode yet?
The home of Abnaxis. Now, we just need to find a way inside.
Crow, why aren't you helping me find a way inside better? Well, what about the pumpkins?
Again?
It's like the one thing I can see easily that I haven't tried yet.
Fine.
Don't move, I've got you now.
Alright, apparently that does strike the pumpkin, but doesn't accomplish that much else, so... Does that change anything here that we can... No, I guess not. Do we need to keep throwing... Get him to keep throwing stones over the wall, maybe? And apparently that did produce another crash kind of sound.
Yeah, I know the drill.
Wait for it.
So I guess that was the second time. If I get him to do that one more time, will that change things? Only one way to find out, I suppose.
Are Are you doing this just to annoy me? Because it's working.
Still, you filthy little fowl.
Well, it keeps happening, but apparently not creating that much of a difference. Well, since apparently just telling Crow to move around isn't accomplishing anything, what if we talk to this guy again?
That God's damn talking bird! Magical aberration! If I get my hands on a filthy feathered thing, I'll twist its scrawny little... language. What can I do for you, young madam?
Let's play this nice and cool, Zoe.
Oh boy.
About that talking bird that's bothering you.
Yes? What about it?
I just saw it.
Where?
Where, well... What about right over there?
Go look for that goddamn bird over there.
I guess that's what it takes. Go look right there, and stand right there, and...
Someday soon I'm gonna complain to the...
I'll actually do get him over there.
Soft-headed fool.
Well, there that goes.
We'll need to carry him home to have someone look at his head. The tree can wait until tomorrow. You do the carrying. I'd do it myself, but someone needs to lead the way and keep an eye out for potholes.
That was brilliant! First, I did my thing, and then that goofball tried to hit me with a rock, and then stuff happened, and Dung for Brains got knocked out, and then they all left. End scene. It was almost like one of those puppet shows that Wizard puts on in the square. It was hilarious!
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's the most fun I've had since... I don't know, I guess since I hung out with April all those years ago.
Alrighty then. Well, more importantly, apparently the way into this place is clear now, so we can just
Locked, but I have the key.
produce the key and make our way inside.
This place looks a lot bigger on the inside.
It also
It
thinks...
is a lot bigger on the inside.
Hang on a
Okay, this
minute.
is freaky. I feel dizzy. There must be magic here because this makes no sense. Things can't be bigger on the inside than on the outside. Then again, why should I be surprised? I've seen weirder things. Weird is my new normal.
You know, I
So, clues.
didn't really see the scale of the house outside relative to inside in the first longest journey, but I could have sworn that at least this place was kind of smaller when we saw the inside of it in the first game.
Those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them.
Also, I would make some kind of Doctor Who joke, but based on what parts of Doctor Who the people behind this seem to lean towards, I would rather not, so...
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh. What could this be?
Who's... Oh, God.
I must apologize, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Zoe Castillo. You're the last person I expected to find here.
Who's this? Well, apparently she doesn't know who he is.
I remember him from my last visit to Mercuria. I have no memory of this man.
So we kind of do, though.
He's right. This is a very odd coincidence.
I think he looked even older back then, though.
I remember him from my last visit to Mercuria. Brian, right?
Right. Brian. Brian Westhouse. We spent a few days in cramped quarters on a small airship. I'd be surprised if you didn't remember me.
It's been a confusing year. For a while, I remembered nothing. Even when I tried my best to remember, I couldn't. Well, not until now.
I know that feeling all too well, Miss Castillo. So you're back in Mercuria, and in this place of all places. How
Yeah, that's what I should say.
balance did you get inside?
Considering that that's a question I had.
For years, but this house has strong wards. Venar magic, the oldest there is. And now I understand why. It's a treasure trove. Wait, is that the Annals of Dreaming? Good God, that's a lost treasure. Only 5 were ever made.
Well,
Why be secretive about it? I'm sure I can trust him.
yeah, I don't know about that though.
This man absolutely everything yet. I know my way around wards.
So I see. Your talents run deeper than I remember, Miss Castillo. I'm impressed. Pardon my curiosity, but what are you looking for here? Abnaxis himself vanished a decade ago.
Well, so he did, and I guess we didn't see any part of him in the second game, but now...
There's no point hiding anything from him. It's not that I don't trust him, but...
Why now? It seems very convenient.
I was just curious about what was in here.
You know what they say about curiosity, Miss Castillo?
It killed the cat?
What? No. Curiosity is the doorway to knowledge and wisdom.
Even though he's from Starks, so he should know the other version of that idiom.
I was wondering why that odorous Hilarious fellow wasn't still trying to chop this tree down. Now I know. Let's see if we find anything interesting, shall we?
Alright. Well, I guess we won't be looking at that book again. But we can take another look around here.
It's a map of the Northlands, and the border mountains are right at the top, but no purple mountains. Lots of other mountains, though.
What little we saw in... or of Brian Westhouse in the very beginning and ending of the second game doesn't really speak well for his trustworthiness, though.
Without a reference to the purple mountains, that map won't help me.
So we won't be lifting this map quite yet.
Mr. Westhouse, Brian. He seems very enthusiastic and friendly. Probably. I have a hard time reading him, to be honest.
Are you getting the picture yet? Well...
Abnaxis was a very well-read man. Thing. There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books. Those are some portentous-looking books. I wish I could read them.
Yeah, how do you know they're just not for show?
Abnaxis was a very well-read man. Thing.
And the notes, what do we have? Alrighty. I guess we can't read that note though. I guess the universal language magic thing that we have doesn't extend to writing. This is
There are enough
more
musty old
books.
books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books. Those are some portentous-looking books.
By the looks of things, well, hang on. We get these blue objects. Kind of stones, I suppose, to illuminate and kind of highlight certain areas, but I guess only one of them actually had anything meaningful highlighted, and that was that note we found. Maybe he can help us read it.
Have you found anything of interest? Keep looking. This place is a treasure trove.
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
Not sure there's much to learn from that one. That's kind of strange. So what, we... Oh, well, we gave it to him, I guess we're not getting it back. So, hang on. Well, hang on, there's another one right here. So, if we examine that more closely in our inventory... Alright, there's... Got that voice. Also kind of unfortunate for the time being.
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
So, that's 2 notes that we found lying around and given him that he doesn't think are actually helpful. Oh, here's another. Just on the floor like that. Hey, what about this one?
Seems interesting.
The first dreamer references in the Annals of Dreaming. That's this book right here. And the chapter... about the first dream. It's certainly a starting point. Let's see what it says.
Can you read that book?
I've lived in Arcadia for decades, and there hasn't been much to do aside from studying ancient texts, so yes, I can read this book. Let's see, the chapter in question speaks of the Ular. They are said to be wardens of the Dreaming One, whatever that means. It's a rough translation. The English language isn't quite up to the task. The Ular and the Yete, one people that split into two. That sounds familiar.
It kind of does.
The Yete left the Purple Mountains to go south to burrow into the ground. Something about a well of dreams. I mean, I don't know how much of this is true and how much is fantasy or prophecy. It's a difficult book to decipher. There's also something about two dreamers becoming one. It's vague. This is almost certainly a prophecy of some sort. The Ular live on Cloud Peak. It's in the mountains of Yedra. Where's that on the map? Ah, there it is. Straight north across the plains, right in the middle of the border mountains. This is an old book, so I don't know if they still live there. I've never heard of the Ular. They might all be dead.
It's not terribly confidence-inspiring, but what's this thing that fell out?
That note fell out of the annals when Westhouse turned the pages. That note fell out of the annals.
Yes, you just said this, so, again. It showed him, but what if we take a look at it on our
It's
own?
another one of Abnaxus's notes.
I knew it! I knew it!
Some kind of Crash Bandicoot crystal? What does he have to say about this? Actually, wait a minute, before we do that, let's see, can we pocket the map now?
I'm sure Abnaxus won't mind me borrowing this. I'll return it to him in person, if I make it to Cloud Peak.
Alright, so we have the directions we have, or we need to make it to Cloud Peak. Can we try to leave yet?
I don't know where to go next. I should stay here and look for more clues.
We do, though. We just got the place pointed out to us on the map, but alright, whatever. I guess we have to do this. Maybe. Yeah, we can't ask him about the map directly.
This note fell out from the pages of the annals. What's a soulless stone?
I'm not sure. The Soul Stone was taken from Luke's by the warlock Klacks. It must be retrieved, or the past, present, and future will cease to be.
That sounds ominous.
It does indeed. I don't know about any Soul Stone, but I'm guessing this Klacks fellow does. I wonder if Abnaxus means old Roper Klacks. April told me his story. He was a two-bit wizard who resided in a floating castle up north near the border mountains. April said she taught him a lesson. She didn't get into any details, but he lost his castle. Last I heard, he's doing children's theater here in town. Reformed, apparently, if that's a thing a wizard is capable of. Sounds like this Soul Stone is important.
Sounds like it, I suppose. So I guess now we finally have another direction that we can head in.
Get going. Should we...
Would you mind terribly if I stayed here to read these books?
Well, it's private property, isn't it?
Abnaxus isn't coming back, and I've been itching for a chance to peruse his library for years now. I promise I won't remove anything or make a mess.
Well...
It doesn't look like Brian's going to do any damage to the place. He's respectful and curious. It couldn't hurt to let him stay. He might have the best of intentions, but I made a promise to Blind Bob. I'd feel awful if anything happened to Abnaxus's abode.
Yeah, I don't think Abnaxus is coming back here himself, but maybe the other guy. Who was the one that Abnaxus kind of gave the key to, so...
I'm sorry, I don't think I can let you stay in here.
I'm not sure I need your permission.
I...
Only joking. I understand. I'll take my leave now, Miss Castillo. I certainly hope we'll see each other again soon.
You still trust me, right? we just stand here as he leaves, I guess, and now we can actually get out ourselves. But yeah, this game features yet another appearance from Klacks, which makes him one of like a small handful of characters to show up in every game in the series.
No, you did. You said something about a show in the square.
I did not.
Crow.
Oh, right! Klacks' Fingerlings! Man, that show's great. A modern classic.
Klacks. He's the wizard April Ryan fought.
That's right. He was behaving badly, so she fought him and trapped him inside some sort of calculating machine. Pretty clever stuff.
Even though it made no sense at the time.
I'll show you.
It was literally just fucking around with the calculator and then suddenly he got sucked inside for no reason, but life trick every kind of address that again in this game, because that kinda got referenced when he showed up in the second one, but it still didn't really explain what the quote-unquote logic behind that was. I'm not sure if I can bring up the term logic in this context, but well, off we go to the square. Looks like this is it.
I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick.
Well, we can't... Okay. Can't talk to him again, so I guess we have to take a look here for ourselves. Well, wouldn't you know it?
Klacks, I presume. He looks wizardly, as in how I expected wizards to look when I was 10.
If you seek an autograph, you must purchase my book first. It's on sale today, only...
No, sorry. I need to talk to you.
Talk, hmm? Well, I only have a few minutes before my show begins, but I'm sure I can spare a couple of them for a pretty young thing like you.
It's an...
Alrighty then.
For a children's puppet show.
Is it? That depends on what your expectations are, kind of.
The Fingerlings.
Ah, my beloved finger puppets, beloved by all children and critics alike. Gilbert Grutton of the Daily Mercurian called my show simply astonishing and wrote that it was quite impossible to look away. I couldn't believe my eyes and like a slow-motion cart wreck. You see, the Fingerlings represent a revolution in finger puppeteering, or as I call it, fingering, trademark and patent pending. The women in particular are quite ecstatic about it. Stay for the show. I guarantee a good time.
Yes, I see. Well,
has to be the right man.
I don't think he's denying that, so...
You are Klacks, right? The wizard?
Who told you that?
Well, that sign, for one.
No, the wizard part. Who told you? I mean, I'm merely a humble finger puppeteer trying to make an honest living in a cold and heartless world.
But you were a wizard once.
Fully rehabilitated, I don't go anywhere near sorcery, not anymore. You should really read my highly acclaimed and best-selling memoir, A Farewell to My Wizarding Ways. It's a thrilling story of redemption and romance, of dashing heroes and wicked villainesses, of flying castles and curious calculating devices. Every word of it as true as the night is dark and the day is bright, of course.
Hey there, Teba. Good to see you made it here.
Didn't he and April have some sort of confrontation?
Oh boy. Also, I thought he was an alchemist, not an actual... wizard. That was the distinction they made with him in the first game. Like, kind of put it like anyone can be an alchemist, but he couldn't actually use magic beyond that. I don't know. They kind of retconned the hell out of that in this and kind of ignore that, but...
Do you remember April Ryan?
April Ryan? Oh, yes, of course, absolutely, certainly, naturally. The bit...
The brave young woman who came to my castle and stole it. and help me put my sorceress past behind me. How could I possibly forget?
Alrighty then.
He's obviously got some issues with April. So, about April.
Why does everyone want to talk about April Ryan? She was just a weak little human who stumbled onto things she didn't do. No, I must apologize. You see, April and I had some disagreements in the past. I'm past that now. I'm a different person. As for April Ryan, I hear she suffered an ignoble death at the hands of our Azadi benefactors. What a shame. What a terrible, terrible shame.
Yes, well, this universe being what it is, it doesn't quite stop there, though.
I might as well get right to it, seeing as his show is about to begin.
It does get muddled to hell thanks to the writing in this, but...
Do you recall owning a soul stone?
A soul stone? I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just wondering, since there are so many impressive tales about your powers where I come from.
And where would that be? That was a long time ago. In another life. I've moved on. I'm a different person now in every way.
I was just wondering what happened to the stone.
She took it, that bitch. Balance? Pardon me? I don't know where that came from.
Who?
Yaga, the wicked witch of the north, as these simpletons call her. As if they have any idea who and what she truly is. She lurks in Riverwood in the dark places. She feeds on that stone like... like I said, that's in the past, and I've left it all behind long ago. Now I make an honest living bringing joy to children through my most excellent and revolutionary finger puppet theater. And on that note, I must beg your pardon, young miss. The show is about to begin.
Can we please talk again afterwards? I have some more questions.
Sure. Absolutely. After the show. Yes. Toodaloo.
Okay then, I guess we're actually gonna get to watch the show then. So time to sit back and watch just how this goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans and... well, humans, and you, Azadi soldier standing over there, you're welcome to watch, just don't rattle your sabers or rustle your suits. Welcome to this morning's performance of... The Fingerlings. I am your host and puppeteer, Rupert Klacks, esteemed thespian and raconteur, author and entrepreneur. My book is available for purchase with a free personalized dedication. Speak to me after the show. A donation is both appreciated and expected. Drop your coins into the box after the show. Remember that every iron piece goes towards a good purpose.
Woohoo! Go Fingerlings!
My beloved Fingerlings, handcrafted reproductions of renowned actors from across Arcadia, immortalized in finger puppet form by skilled artisans. Using only the finest fabrics and natural materials, these lovely creatures are as dear to me as children, and as talented and protean as the finest human players. You're all welcome to approach the stage after the show, of course, to admire my finely crafted miniatures up close and intimately. No food, no touching, no children. And now, beloved audience, prepare yourselves for a journey into mystery, for a true story of wizardry and magic. I present to you the tale of the good-hearted wizard and the villainous winch. Once upon a time, in the distant north, there lived a kindly old wizard in a wonderful flying castle. This very friendly wizard liked to tease and toy with the people of the land, and sometimes he would do silly things like turn them into stone or furry animals and bottle up the wind. Naturally, he meant no harm, and the people of the land loved the wizard like they would a grandfather, a very young and very, very handsome grandfather. But one day, an evil sorceress from a distant land came to visit the kindly wizard. This ugly, selfish witch didn't understand that the wizard was only trying to make people happy. She used her dark sorcery to steal all of his possessions and trap him inside a tiny little box where the gentle wizard was barely able to breathe. The poor old man was trapped for many moons inside this box before a benevolent wandering god arrived to free him from his prison. The wizard pledged eternal allegiance to the wandering god in return for vengeance against the cruel witch who trapped him. Together they...
There he is, Commander. The dangerous loon who's corrupting our youth with his occult finger rings.
What?
How did you know it?
What are you doing? What's going on?
Seeing the guy outside the tower, that's rare.
Hey, hands off!
You're teaching children of magic, old man. You ought to know better.
Release me, you dishonorable brute!
By the authority vested in me by the Greater Azadi Empire and the Emissary, and in accordance with provisional imperial law prohibiting any and all teachings of occult magic, I'm taking you into custody.
You can't do this! You don't know who I am!
Tell it to the magistrate, wizard.
My fingerlings! My precious handcrafted fingerlings! No!
I cannot believe that they arrested him. What a travesty.
I suppose. Oh wait, here comes Crow. But we don't look at him right away. Well, that was an interesting development, but much like with a bunch of things we weren't to be that suspicious of, that doesn't quite end there. And the rest of these... Why do I get the feeling that these other puppet things might also have something to do with the Kickstarter stuff? I don't know. That sets off my suspicions once again. Also, I'm doing pretty okay, Teb. And as you might notice, I moved back to Twitch for... mostly to try and make things a little bit less dead, and I do believe Default, who is now Refold, also joined me in that venture. But for now I decided to also put this simultaneously on Hitbox to see if anyone there who hadn't realized the change would want to be notified, so I suppose it worked.
Didn't see that coming.
I guess the Azadi aren't fans of creepy puppet shows either.
I think it had more to do with him being a wizard. Okay, shit. So what now? He was my only lead to the Soul Stone. All I have to go on is something about a Yaga and Riverwood.
Riverwood? I know Riverwood. I've been to Riverwood. If it's Riverwood you need, I know how to get to Riverwood.
Really? And the Yaga? The Wicker Witch?
I don't know anything about Yagas, but I do know something about witches in Riverwood. On my last trip there, we had a close encounter with one of them. That witch is toast, of course, but I can probably find my way back to Riverwood. It's north. We go north. Wait, which way is up? Yeah, north.
Okay. Okay. That's something, right? Much better than nothing. We just need a way to get north that doesn't involve me walking all the way.
Or me flying. I'm not flying all that way. I tire easily. Wait. I feel a cunning plan coming on. Follow me, Zoe.
Uh-oh.
It's either a cunning plan, or I need the toilet. But I'm pretty sure it's a cunning plan.
Alright, I guess we have to just sit back and watch as the transition happens by itself. I mean, the transition is gonna be
I still can't
still
believe you
following
pulled off the
this
voice of the
character,
whole
so
fake
we...
hand thing.
The hat looked great on you.
Totally. Not so sure about the beard, though. My face is itchy. Speaking of faces, I can never show mine in Mercuria again. Not after that last bit we did.
Hey, remember that
If
time?
everything goes well, you won't have to.
At least we have a ride. Can I trust this thing?
They're docile cows, the Elguan. Just leave it to me. Mush, Daisy, mush!
Whoa, whoa, I think you're upsetting her.
I'll leave the cowgirling to you. I'll fly ahead and scout the terrain instead. Don't lose sight of me!
The thing about Hitbox is that the infrastructure is kind of garbage. Particularly with the notifications and the recordings. Which even now are continuing to do weird things. Alright, now the perspective switches back to Kian. I suppose nobody noticed him coming on board. Nobody ever comes down to the hold of this airship. Chapter 10, Umbral. Also, I'm pretty sure that's the first chapter that's had any kind of introductory graphic other than just the text, maybe with the logo. I say back to Kian, but no, I guess we're gonna do the Riverwood thing right now. Seems that would kind of match the little face we saw, if I recall.
Oh! Well, fuck. Oh, I mean, that hurt.
Never trust an Elguan, cowardly cows.
Oh, something must have spooked it. What do we do now?
This place looks familiar. I think we're close. In fact, I think we're...
Leave! Go, or I'll call the others!
Oh boy.
Whoa, hey there, I'm friendly and unarmed.
You're human. You can't be Bird? Crowbird?
Yet another first game callback.
Hey, you're that fretful furry thing we met the first time we came through here. Ben Franklin.
Ben Bandu. This isn't the same human who accompanied you last time.
This is my new human. She's mostly harmless. Say hello, Zoe. Don't be rude.
Okay.
I guess... Hello? We don't have time to chat with the locals. We're on a mission. I have no idea who or what this creature is. Hello?
Hello. Are you the new Bandu Mbata?
Bamboo... what? No, I have no idea. I'm Zoe.
You're a dreamer.
So they keep saying. I'm not very good at it. How did you know?
We live close to the dreaming here. Her dreams surround us. The Yaga.
That's it! That's the one we're looking for, right, Zoe? The Yaga!
You're looking for the Yaga? On purpose? Are you mad?
Oh, I'm not. Her, I'm not so sure about.
You know the Yaga?
She lives in this forest. We do not speak her name. She's mean.
Well...
Ted, we need to find her right now, but we can't bring Furball with us. Teddy Bear probably knows more about the Yaga. We'll save time if we ask the Ewok to show us the way to the Yaga.
Alright. Could have these references. Well, I think it'd be better if we get him talking about it more.
Who is she?
The Yaga? She's old, Really old. She's been around since long before my people came to this forest. Once, she had many servants. Witches, warlocks, evil ones. Like in the stories told by the elders. But her servants are all gone now. So she woke up and crossed into our world. She doesn't belong here. But she's lonely. And hungry.
Hungry. Great. Well, we still have to find her. She has the Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone? I've heard of the Soul Stone. The Yaga took it from the fallen fortress of her warlock.
Warlock? Roper Klacks worked for the Yaga?
They all did. The Gribbler, Klacks, all the evil witches and warlocks of the Northlands. But they're gone now. Just like my people. April Ryan imprisoned the warlock and killed the witch. She saved us all. But then the Azadi came with sharp blades and metal tubes that spewed fire. They murdered most of us. Some fled east. I'm the only one left here now.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
One day, they'll come back. All the surviving Banda. Until then, I watch over their burrows. And I sing. For them. For all of us. This Soul Stone, it's important?
Very.
You'll use it to fight the Azadi?
That's part of it, yes.
I'll take you to the Yaga. Or as close as I dare go to her lair, anyway.
Great! I was expecting you to say no, and by expecting, I mean hoping.
Does the bird always speak like that?
I'm afraid so. Lead the way, Ben.
I don't know if I'd refer to the Gribbler as a witch. Just more of a... I feel like it matches the old kind of stereotypical fairy tale witch who eats the children, but it doesn't seem like the Gribbler was a big magic user.
The Yaga's beyond the ridge. Once you cross that, you're in her realm.
But speaking of the Gribbler...
You're not coming with?
Did you not hear me when I said she was hungry? No, I'm not coming with you. The walls of that place are thin, and she can smell my magic.
A wise decision, tiny man. Come on, Zoe, let's turn around and head back with Ben. Maybe catch a fat squirrel and roast it for dinner?
This is what we came here for. If we don't get the Soul Stone...
Everyone dies, the world ends, no more Christmases, blah, blah, blah. I'm so sick of walking into one perilous scenario after the other. After we're done with this one, no more adventures. I swear to the feather gods of old.
You'll know you're there when you see the Gribbler's old house. She was the witch who lived here before. The Gribbler served the Yaga, and that's where she came through, from the beyond.
Will you wait for us, Ben?
I'll wait until nightfall. But if you're not back by then...
We'll be back.
And I had such a craving for crispy squirrel.
So yeah, apparently the way we're gonna meet the Yaga is by going to the Gribbler's old home. So spooks. Spooks inbound. Pretty much. Should be noted too that for this section you can't move any faster than this.
Mother of ravens! I don't feel very welcome. I mean, this isn't just a bad sign, it's all the bad signs, all at once, like a grab bag of ill omens. There are plenty of stones lying about. Let's just pick one and pretend it's the Soul Stone. It's not like anyone would know what it's supposed to look like.
Apparently we're not saying anything about that. And in spite of that, Crow's still going up ahead of us. Well, I believe this is it. Maybe. Oh wait, no, this is the gate. Gotta go through another windy path before we actually get there. Alright.
I'm glad I have Crow here. Regardless of how useless he may be at times, he's still company. I'll take company over no company anytime.
Oh, my tiny bird heart. I have a bad feeling about this, Zoe.
Oh boy.
Turn around. Don't come any further.
But if we turn around, I don't think we can get back past the gate that's shut by itself.
Dog's doo-doo, incense, and rotting flesh. Smells like witches, all right. Is it my
Crow looks
imagination?
paler than usual.
Or is the light changing?
Even his feathers are losing
Is it getting
colour.
darker? Am
If
I
he
going
had a
blind?
choice, I'm sure he'd fly out of here in a second.
Do
but
you
he's
hear
sticking
voices?
with me. He's
I hear
braver than
voices.
expected. I'll give
I
him
don't
that.
like disembodied voices. Disembodied voices are never a good sign.
Well, I think the lack of light might have to do with the fact that this is more of a cave and the foliage. You know, apparently forests are kind of like this. Okay, that's a bit more strange though.
I feel strange.
So that's the Gribbler's old
I felt
house.
this way before when I was in a coma. Inside story time. I must be on the border between waking and dreams.
So these will-o-wisp looking things, which apparently we can go right up to. We can walk in the muck water a little.
The witch is gone, but she is here now. She'll eat you up, like she ate all of us. She tricked us. She trapped us. She cooked us. She ate us. We're the children that never left. It's too late to save us. Save yourself. Go!
Weeds and vines, covering everything.
No, we're completely ignoring that.
I'm glad I have Crow here.
Oh, there he is.
Regardless of how useless he may be at times,
Can't really see him that well.
I'll take company
So
over
what
no
now?
company anytime.
Do we just go up and knock on the door?
I don't see a doorbell.
No, this is neither the time nor place for levity.
Oh, I know.
Well, I think it might be. That's kind of how it works as a coping mechanism, though. But I think this part with the will-o-wisps is kind of supposed to be a bit reminiscent of the very start, where she's in the dream world and she can see the other people trapped in there. But anyway, let's see how the old place looks. Where April murdered that witch.
Is that where the Yaga lives? It looks like a house. I mean, a scary house, sure, but still just a house.
Well, it's better than a hole in the ground, I guess, unless you're a hobbit.
Who bothers me? Who bothers the Yaga?
Okay, so maybe not just a house after all.
Well, can we keep speaking to the house?
Okay, so maybe not just a... You have something that's not yours.
My leaves aren't moving.
Not until you give me the soul
Oh,
stone.
hey, will you look at that?
We do not know what you speak of.
Whoa, my whole body's tingling. I can change things. I can manipulate this dream.
I can vaguely see some of the tattoos she had in the dream world light up again. So let's invade the house's mind, I suppose.
There are 3 minds in there. But which one's the Yaga? I can hear several voices, all of them angry. It's so loud, so strong. I can't keep listening. She's too strong.
And well,
We are here at the end of things.
not quite the same impact as the Gribbler reveal, but still.
I warned you.
Let me go, you bitch!
She's awake.
Yeah, apparently so. You idiot. So that's all we're gonna say now. But we can do a few different things now. Mind whatever that is.
She's trying to kill me.
Speak to it.
Stop this. I don't want to fight you. I just want to talk to you. She's so
Mind again?
angry.
Which doesn't really accomplish anything, and... apparently telekinesis as well. Alright, it's kind of strange.
I don't think she wants to give up the Soul Stone.
The way she's warping around like that.
Stop trying to kill me!
But we need to get through the door, so... only one thing to do, clearly. Well, nothing in the first timeline, but then...
One of us.
after traveling back in time, we can...
Gone. Forever.
use our time-slowing powers to... clamber up this thing, and then... make it into the house's brain, which is just the inside of the house. And who could have known that that's what the house was actually like from the first game?
Oh, this sucks. Wait, the sky? Is this story time? But it's not like how I remember it. It looks... older. It looks a lot older.
That's the adjective you're using too. Alright. Well, there's only one thing to be found in this dark void, so... assuming that the four kings don't show up and try to...
Aren't you a clever monkey?
well, speak of the devil.
Hush, sister. Don't speak to it. Just let it lose itself in the dark. It'll weaken, and then we can eat it.
It'll probably taste honey sweet, like a newborn babe.
Do not underestimate this one, sisters. There's something different about it.
Hello?
Well, maybe not so many, but... certainly a few things in here.
Maybe not so clever, after all.
Well, if it keeps chasing after the thing...
We need to eat.
Not long now. You must be tired, monkey. Your eyes grow heavy. Sleep. We'll watch over you.
Show yourselves.
No, apparently not quite yet. Just gotta keep chasing the bait and...
Is it not asleep yet? Lie down and shut your eyes, monkey. Let us feed.
That's not going to happen.
It answers back, like a thing with a mind of its own. A very clever monkey.
This one has spirit, and something else. Something powerful.
apparently not so powerful that it will allow her to reach this thing, though. Or maybe now.
You're a dreamer.
And you're the Wicker Witch of
Now,
the North.
there's no need for insults. We are...
The Yaga.
No monkey has ever been here before. We're curious about you.
We?
The sisters.
Bayeb.
Ayaga.
Bayeb Ayar... Baba Yaga.
Older than time. Older than memory. Old as darkness. Always three.
Not always, sister. In the beginning, the Yaga was one, and then everything unraveled.
Light came, worlds were born, monkeys bred and became legion. And the one became three.
You are from across the divide. From a world ruled by machines.
That's right.
But not really here at all. Dreaming.
Apparently so.
We thought there was only one dreamer.
You were mistaken.
Something made you. That's interesting. We didn't see this coming. We do so love surprises.
What do you want from us, monkey?
The Soul Stone. You stole it.
Lux stole it first. Only fair that we stole it back. What do you want with it?
To bring it back where it belongs. To cure Lux. Lux is the
first dreamer. We know, oh, we know. You cannot teach us things, monkey. We were there in the darkness, in the time, before all this terrible brightness, before you monkeys spoiled it. We had the Soul Stone then. It fed us and made us strong, but Lux took it so that Lux could dream. We were there when Lux dreamed the first dream and the stars were born and everything came apart. If we give you the stone, we fade from memory. We will be forgotten. It's all that anchors us when there's no one left to worship and fear us.
But they do worship you, don't they? In the city, they've built effigies to the Wicker Witch.
The Wicker Witch!
A bedtime story, a spineless fairy tale for nestlings. No one truly fears the Yaga anymore. Our power is diminished.
I don't know. People need darkness. They need to be frightened. In my world, scary is popular. There are films, games, haunted houses.
Playthings. We are less than we were. We remember feeding, our stomachs bloated with flesh and fear.
Well, things change. That's how it goes.
Maybe, instead of giving you the Soul Stone, we eat you up. All your delicious memories, all your dreaming powers. Your soul will keep us warm and sated.
How's that gonna help anyone?
Help? What makes you think we'll help? We owe the universe nothing, monkey. We owe Lux nothing. Why should we care if the dream ends? Perhaps, if you give us a little morsel, a taste of you, what can you offer us?
Offer?
A sin. A secret. Something dark. Something you keep deep inside and fear to reveal.
Well, I didn't intervene when they beat up that guy.
When Mr. London attacked Baruti, I did nothing to help him. I could have intervened.
I'm also not giving him the stuff and not resulted in him getting shot, but...
Is there really nothing I can give her? What will they do to me if I refuse?
Programming plus just finish repairing my keyboard. Okay, Debba. No worries. Also,
When Mr. London attacked Baruti...
I'm gonna have to pick something here, but...
I could have intervened.
I guess I could also mention the whole thing that these sequence is obviously inspired by the whole Haggerty Sisters trope. Also, wow, my teeth are whistling now for some reason. But yeah, the whole Haggerty Sisters thing, where one of them's the matron, and the hag, something like that. Or if you try to fit them in with the Freudian archetypes, they're like... And the young one's the id. Then the other one's the superego, and the old one's the ego. But I have to keep this moving, so...
I didn't step in to protect a good friend when he was in danger.
The monkey fears for its life and hides in shadows. The shame is honey sweet, but not filling. Not even a mouthful.
So that's not gonna cut it,
we'll
but...
take this little piece of you. It belongs to us now, and you'll have no memory of it.
It's okay.
And in exchange, you'll give me the Soul Stone?
We will not. We made no promises. The Soul Stone is ours. We need it.
If you do that, you'll not only be destroying everything and everyone, you'll be all alone. Who will worship and fear you when they're all gone?
So what else can you offer us, monkey? What can you give of yourself to prove that this matters?
Well, it was the only thing in my wheel of options, so...
Demand that we give up the thing that feeds us and keeps us warm. And you cannot make a similar sacrifice.
You're right. I can't. I don't have what you're asking for. I'm human. I've made terrible decisions, but I don't linger on those decisions. I move forward and live with the consequences. Shame, anger, disappointment, regret. That's not what feeds me. I survive because I let go every day. Because I have hope and faith in the future. Not because I look back. That goes for most people. And all I want is to give those people a chance to make their choices, good or bad, and carry on living and learning. If that's not enough for you, then I have nothing. And if I fail to bring the Soul Stone to the first dreamer, Lux dies. The dream ends. There will be no one around to remember any of us, or the choices we've made that brought us here. It all hinges on this moment in time.
We know this, little monkey. This is why we are giving you the Soul Stone. But you must do one thing for us in return.
Anything, as long as it's mine to give.
You must remember us when the dream is in you. The world needs us. Without the sisters, without the Yaga, there is no fear, no imagination. Every dream needs a nightmare.
I don't think I could forget, even if I tried. Yes, I'll remember you.
Good.
Good.
Good. Here is the Soul Stone. Take it, use it to wake Lux. We would have done it ourselves, but the Dreamer Monkey is the only one with that power.
How do I get there?
Someone's coming. Little furry thing. They will gift you a beast to ride. Go to Lux. You will feel Lux like a lantern in the dark. Follow the light. Save the dream, Dreamer. Become one with the first.
What does that mean?
You'll find out.
And a clever monkey, beware the Wizard of Lies.
He schemes, he plots. He wishes to remake the world.
He wears a mask. He harbors ambitions. He always did. But now,
there's something in him. It's a dangerous thing, little monkey. Watch out. Now leave.
So there's somebody actually actively trying to take control of everything, I guess, but we've kind of known this from the very vague scenes with the Prophet, whose face we didn't see in the second game. But hey, I guess we got the Soul Stone.
I have a thing about huge monster houses. I don't like them.
Oh, you're the worst sidekick.
That's what they keep telling me. I honestly don't know why. Let's go back and find the furry little halfling thing again. I bet you he didn't wait for us. I bet you he's long gone.
She's letting us go. What did you do?
Also, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people with that Twitch Prime thing because of Amazon Prime.
Thank you, Dreamer. Find Lux. Save the dream.
Alrighty, well, you say you're free to go, but you're still hanging around here, I see. Oh well. And who knows, I might probably have looked into Amazon Prime if Amazon didn't never want to take my shitty debit card. Oh hey, Lucas back too.
Is this the one?
That's her. That's Zoe.
You face Yaga and live? This is impossible. Who are you?
Well...
She seems impressed with me. I should probably use that.
Oh yeah, she never met them all.
Not the Banda. I thought Ben was the only one left. Might as well go with what everyone calls me here. Zoe Castillo, Dreamer.
Zoe Castillo, Dreamer. She know who she is. Impressive, that, for human. Well, Zoe Castillo, Dreamer, how you survive meeting Yaga without losing yourself? You strike bargain like witches of old? Sell yourself to Yaga for freedom and power? Do you serve Yaga now?
I don't serve anyone. And no bargain. I just...
Well, I don't think that's entirely true.
I'd like to learn more about the Yaga. Who is the Yaga?
I only know what elders tell me when I was child. And I only ever encounter Yaga's servants. One of them lived in this forest before. She was Gribbler. Twisted, ancient, evil thing. No one but Yaga know what Yaga truly is. Those who face her never come home, aside from you. My grandmother tell me Yaga was born before beginning of time. Lux and Yaga, light and dark, dream and nightmare. Balance is in everything human. When our world takes shape, so did Yaga. One became three. Three sisters. Innocence, age, decay. All aspects of life. More than the first dreamer, Yaga understand life. She understand mortality. Mortality in her blood. Maybe why she hate the living so much. Why she grew mean and hungry. She spread her will across worlds into witches and warlocks, sorcerers and necromancers, the weak and malleable. But as old magic fade, so do Yaga. Wizard Klacks and Gribbler were two of her last servants, and April Ryan defeated them both. After that, they say, Yaga was diminished. Now Wicca Witch of North is joke to humans of Mercuria. They remember nothing of what she was. They never see their young eaten by night. But Yaga is not the night that threatens world now. Her darkness is different darkness, one that balances light, necessary darkness. She is nightmare that feeds imagination, the other darkness. Well, other darkness is deeper and final. A black fire that spreads and burns until nothing left, until time itself is ashes. Even Yaga feared this darkness.
I believe that's why she let me go. So that I can help.
You got the Soul Stone?
You carry Soul Stone? What Soul Stone?
You can trust Bandu Masiri, Zoe. She is an elder. She returned from exile to help me find those who survived.
I have Lux's Soul Stone. I need to take it north, to the Ular.
Ular? Why Ular?
You know them?
I heard of Ular in stories. Ancient people inhabit ruins of their own civilization, high in border mountains. You know where to go?
I've seen a map. They live on Cloud Peak, in the mountains of Yedra.
Maps deceive. Go north and then west. a week's journey on foot before you start climb.
We don't have a week.
Rushing into anything is unwise. You carry Soulstone to Ula for what reason?
To return it to the first dreamer.
Lux is with Ula?
So my visions tell me.
Your visions?
I know this is hard to believe, but I promise
I believe. No need to promise. Story too unbelievable for Mole not to believe. Take Leapfur, human. Ride north, swift as wind. You will reach mountains by first light tomorrow. Leapfur can climb at least part of way. You'll be with Ula in less than 2 days.
She said someone would come, but that thing? Is it safe? I have no idea how to ride that.
Not to worry. Leapfur know well enough for both of you.
What will you do without a mount?
We use feet. Mole's not in rush. We walk slowly so that those of Banda who still live can hear us coming and meet us.
We're going east, Zoe. We'll follow the Banda who fled the Azadi. Maybe they still live. Maybe they...
We will find them, little one. Take Beast. Go north. Do what needs doing. I feel darkness coming. Black fire. Cold as ocean. Perhaps you can stop this, dreamer. Nothing lost. Nothing gained.
Goodbye, Zoe.
Thank you, Ben. And good luck. I hope you find your people again.
Alright. So what we're trying to stop is not the darkness of fear, but more like the nothing from Never-Ending Story, for instance. And apparently that might be what the undreaming we've been hearing about here and there actually is.
Thanks for coming. I know you're busy.
Meanwhile...
Not often I get to see you. Why this place?
It's safe. And, symbolic, maybe? It was a safe house, before it was raided by Azadi soldiers. Under Kian's command.
I see. So, what news do you have for me, Elena? Your message said...
Kian has left for Gien.
For Gien? The prison camp for magicals? Light. Why? What does he hope to accomplish there?
This is Kian we're talking about. He believes he can save everyone. He also believes Gien holds the key to the future of the Empire.
But breaking into a fortified prison camp? He won't stand a chance.
That's why I messaged you, Mother. This might be an opportunity.
You did the right thing, child. Come, let's talk. We do not have much time.
And apparently these two are somehow connected. I can't remember that bit. That symbolic maybe seems like it might have been left over from the writer's annotation on the script. It's kinda hard to tell sometimes. Can't really tell symbolic of what at a glance though. Oh boy. Diving into the sea without a parachute, that's a bit of a gamble, but
There must be hundreds.
Guess it worked out.
Of the camp. I won't find one boy by chance alone. Either the light of the goddess leads me to him or... There'll be an administration office somewhere, and detailed records. I know how my people work. If I'm going to find prisoner records anywhere in this camp,
It'll most likely be inside that tower. That section of the prison walls appears to be part of the old castle fortifications, from when the Necromancer King ruled Gien. The wall connects with the tower. If I can get up there, I might find a way in.
Alright. So we need to infiltrate this prison camp, which apparently this universe knows barbed wire, judging by the looks of these things. Well, I guess barbed wire wouldn't be too difficult to produce. Even with more primitive means of manufacturing and this head.
A shark on a school of fish.
This wasn't the wind or weather. The Necromancer's head has been broken off by brute
Not our job
force.
to question the administrator.
Intentionally.
Necromancer's head fallen from one of the statues up there, presumably.
The Necromancer's foul
May her light
countenance.
shine upon us all and
What
protect
a
us from shadow.
spectacularly unattractive man. And not so intimidating up close.
That's so unfamiliar.
This wasn't the wind and weather. The Necromancer's head has been broken off by brute force. Intentionally.
Also, I guess pure chance that we managed to avoid these two guys, or this group of dudes stationed over here. So we can move around, and presumably well, there's another headless statue.
Necromancer King of Gien.
Something that we didn't really hear about until this scene here, but
I remember reading about him when I was a boy. He was the very symbol of dark magic. A cautionary tale for impressionable children.
But apparently all of the statues are headless for some reason. Also rock.
The old castle walls were carved into the mountain itself.
Well, I'd imagine. I don't know if that'd be easier or more difficult than dealing with masonry to build an entire castle, but...
The rocks here are too steep and slippery, and there are no footholds.
But presumably we need to climb the rocks along this area. How about this?
Steep and slippery.
No, I guess not.
Let's see how I can climb up from here.
Can we climb up the statue itself? I'm guessing we cannot.
This must have stood here for 1,000 years. It's an impressive piece of work. Never mind the foul subject. It's too smooth. There are no footholds.
So how do we deal with this? Well, this looks like there might be footholds.
This wall isn't quite as sheer, and it has outcrops and footholds. I might be able to scale it.
I might, but oh, I guess it just does it automatically. Or not, never mind. It just kind of stops you from moving him while he's doing that, okay.
This looks like a good place to start climbing.
So let's get started, I guess. Oh boy. So, do you ever play co-op? Did you know that there's a game similar to it called, well, I forget what it is, but, oh boy.
Right.
What the name of it is, but it basically is rock climbing. Can't quite reach that one.
Shadow.
We'll get to this one first, I guess. Well, apparently though, we at least don't have to go all the way. But we did have to do the first few of those, I guess. King's Quest style. Better choose a correct one, or bad stuff. So what next?
This must have stood here for 1,000 years. It's an impressive piece of work. Never mind the foul subject.
Well, presumably we need to head over to that platform, but how shall we accomplish it? Theater mode, yeah. I think that's been there for a while, but I didn't really use it. A lot of the time, I don't know. I don't even remember if it, like, supports chat all that great. So what next? Okay, here's the thing, vines. I guess they're sturdy enough because now we're on the arm of the statue. I guess we can just jump across, maybe.
Goddess, the camp's larger than I thought. There must be thousands of magicals here. Are they planning to just murder them all?
Well, maybe not before, you know, how the camp strategy goes. And the parallels to freaking Nazis don't end there. Not until the end of this scene.
Beatings. To inspire fear and obedience in the other prisoners.
Beatings. Well, you know, this, from what we've been seeing, this game does have the best punching animations.
The guards are watching the prison grounds. They don't expect anyone to be breaking into the camp.
Yeah, I suppose they wouldn't.
They're keeping an eye on the grounds below.
And there's my sheer chance that they did not look in this direction while I was up here. So, time for more stealth sections.
What you looking for?
Anything out of the ordinary?
See anything out of the ordinary?
I see Isaac and Jamal. Looks like they're having a bit of fun.
Oh, let me have a look.
Hey,
oh boy.
You're not on Farglass duty. I'm on Farglass duty. You do your job and I'll do mine.
So can we...
It helped me keep tabs on the street gangs in Sadir. But Vamon's boys stole it from me.
I see.
Who goes there?
Oops. Well, but I don't know if he would still have the, I guess we just run past. If he still has the effect of that inconspicuousness potion that he took at the start of the game. Apparently it'll last for days, but... The pile of dead bodies somewhere.
Dragging bodies into the factory to burn them. But why?
Well, you know.
What are they doing in this shadow-cursed place?
Apparently it doesn't help that... Well, I would say it doesn't help that apparently you'd need to be able to spot the Nazi parallels to fully understand the context. Because I don't think the game goes out of the way to explain that to you. And why would it? So we need to get through that door, I believe. I think too, unfortunately, these guys can come up here, so... Or not come up here.
Pressing something, but I'm too far away to see exactly what. I need to get a closer look.
Oh, but it's too late. So that's the doorway guard, and he was pressing something on the wall here.
I should wait for the guard to return and observe his actions.
And we're not gonna mess with this until we see exactly what the guard does.
It's a doorway of some sort, but there's no handle or apparent means of opening it up.
Well, I think the way this works is he won't actually come back, but we can stop here and... Well, hang on. Maybe you already triggered the flag, but, well, here comes the next one. He won't come back, but this door will produce an unlimited supply of guards who do this.
Who goes there?
But if we try to get too close, we can't actually get very close without... being detected, so... Guess what we have to do? We have to... return over here, which it's not really very apparent that you can do. And then we head back over to where these two were, with the spyglass thing.
Just any wizard. The necromancer king of Gien. They say he hunted humans.
But wasn't he human himself? Well, he looks human from the statues.
A shape changer then.
Steal one of these.
It's a blue hide, like them Dolnari down there. Can't tell skin colour from statues.
I hope this place isn't cursed.
Yeah, the Dolmari do look pretty much just like humans, except for the skin color in this. Well, at least we don't have to make the jumps, or even worse, cope with combat. That would just be awful. Alright, also... Well, here's the thing. We can't see all that great from the stairs, but from this angle... Need to check the sequence for the Simon Says looking wheel. Seems simple enough. So now that that guy's off on his own, let's see if we can approach and... and find our own way in, which... by very good fortune corresponds with the guards no longer come this way. And now that we're inside, we need to find the administrator's office, excuse me. I don't think we can head down here yet.
I believe what I'm looking for is on this floor.
'Cause it's a long way down, I suppose.
The administrator's office will be somewhere on this floor, I'm sure of it. Management always picks the topmost floor.
So these doors...
That's the symbol of the servants' trade. The attendants and domestics that help keep this facility operational. The Makers Guild. They're responsible for construction and maintenance, not administration. The military branch. They have a large presence here, but they wouldn't be handling the administration of the camp. That responsibility would lie with the sister. That, I believe, is the official seal of the Office of Scientific Progress. There were whispers of their existence in Sadir, but I knew of no one affiliated with the division. As far as I understand, they've been instrumental in the creation of the engine.
I see.
They're a new arm of government, and unlike most other offices, they appear to answer directly to someone on the council. I'd say this is the best place to start looking for prisoner records and incriminating documents.
So this will be the administrative place? I guess so. We need to get inside now, which we can't really do easily. Which is also military.
There's probably nothing in there that I need.
And I guess we place these doors in a way that we can examine all of the symbols. Oh boy, game please. Before we get to the far end of the hallway, which is where this door is, which naturally I believe is going to be locked, yeah.
Locked.
Anyone around?
Oh boy.
Isaac? Joran? Anyone?
And I guess we need to do that, because that's what triggers this other door to open.
Walking early rounds. Fellows may have the wits of a mind bird, but some nights I swear he's right. This stone tomb is cursed.
I see, well. It's also a game, what is with this sudden frame rate?
What in Shadow's name?
Well.
Come on, open up, you accursed... Oh, for the love of the first mountain. Got his damn key stuck again.
Right.
If I just jiggle it... Oh, goddess take me, now it's even more stuck.
So that guy seems to be having some key being stuck problems. Well, maybe if we...
What's going on? Who are you?
I guess the old strategy of just approaching a dude and taking someone out, which I believe worked maybe a grand total of 1 time in this game. Isn't quite gonna work. Well, we can maybe... Oh.
What are you doing here? Where did you come from?
Okay, we can mess with the braziers, so perhaps if we do that in a place where he can't immediately turn and see.
What? Who's there? Fellows, is that you dun-headed fool?
We can get him to move away from the door where the key's stuck, and...
Need to jiggle it just right. Come on. Come on. Those years spent on the streets of Sadir continue to pay off.
Alright, so now that we've gotten the key, we... Whoops. We can maybe maybe, you know, unlock the door now? Game, please.
Locked. If I don't return the keys right now, the guard may sound the alarm.
Yes, that's what I figured, but oh boy, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it in time. I sure hope so. There. I guess that guy lingers on there for longer than you would expect.
The
Okay.
Office of Scientific Progress.
Alright, now we've made it inside. Well, progressing to this next hallway maybe keep us from these bizarre frame rate problems. Maybe. Just maybe. Or maybe not. Well, you know what, let me stand right in the middle here and move the camera in circles for a bit so I can maybe mitigate that. Sometimes what causes these things.
Skulls. Shadow. Someone's got a morbid taste in interior decorating.
I think this might be left over from the previous occupant.
The Necromancer King's lost his head. I wonder why they've all been removed. These statues can't be new. The Necromancer must have had them made when he ruled the island, 1,000 years ago. Why would they need an anatomical chart?
I wonder.
What's the administrator doing with that? It's a necklace traditionally worn by a sister. It signifies her standing within the 6 circles of Sadir.
Well, we're looking for some kind of incriminating information.
It appears to be pointing at something in this office.
Could it be the chair or could it be
The
outside?
administrator must have a fantastic view from this window, when it's not pitch black outside.
But if I check the drawer, well, it's
The
yarn.
administrator must be a knitter of socks and scarves. This speaks in her favor.
Clearly. Can't mess with the middle one? Oh yes we can. It's a document.
It's an official document, addressed to the administrator.
What does it say?
Due to disease spreading amongst the prison population, we recommend reducing the amount of Dolmari meat used for inmate rations. What is this? We do not want disease spreading inadvertently within the magical population, as this will negatively affect test results. Goddess.
Alright then. Is that not good enough?
What does this mean?
I guess we're not pocketing that at any rate.
It doesn't budge. Must be locked.
Got a locked drawer? Well, what about the document that's just sitting on the desk?
A letter, signed by the administrator.
What does the letter say?
The last round of testing surpassed our loftiest expectations, confirming initial theories. The Dolmari plague has successfully been triggered in a 7-year-old Zidling. The creature survived 3 days before succumbing to fever and bleeding rashes. It died in blessed agony. The disease has not yet settled in an adult Zid, or plague-resistant Dolmari. Further mutations are required before we can move on to the next phase. What in Shadow's name?
I wonder what this could mean.
It's sickening.
What are they doing to the prisoners? Apparently, other than trying to induce plague.
One of our seminal religious texts.
And now we need to open the locked drawer. Well, we don't have anything in we don't have anything in the inventory, so don't think
Locked.
an immediate approach will help all that much, so let's take another look around.
The man would have had to be mightily pleased with his own countenance to surround himself with these abominations.
Well, maybe it was not for himself.
There's something odd about that wall.
There is.
The wall feels different from the other walls.
Alright then. What do we look for? Something else? Some kind of weird book. No, apparently just even trying to manipulate the wall directly doesn't do anything.
Whose skulls are those? They don't look old enough to belong to the Necromancer King.
Because you can tell the age of a skull at first glance.
It's been decapitated, like all the other statues in this place.
So we don't actually have the keys that we need for this. in here, and we can't actually get in here without...
I've tinkered with knitting in the past. It's an honorable and gentle trade. Anyone who knits can't be all that bad.
I swear I'm not trying to bait you into a false sense of security. Well, what about the drawer? Oh, we can actually pull out the drawer? Oh yeah, I guess that would... Actually, no. Well, if there's a locked drawer that's like set at the bottom of a cabinet and you could just pull out the one above it and access it, it wouldn't be very secure. So, oh, there's a latch. That's how you open it, I guess.
A stone head, belonging to one of the statues depicting the Necromancer King.
Well, let's get the stone head. We can examine the stone head a little more.
This probably belongs to one of the statues here. The Necromancer's little head. How could anyone have been terrified of this ridiculous-looking man?
Well, let's return the head to the statue. Apparently it's one of the smaller ones. I think it looks smaller there than it did when it was in the drawer, but... Okay, let's twist this thing around. Or try to, and then apparently... Okay. Guess when he points to one of these things, then... Oh boy.
Goddess, what is this abomination?
Then it gets opened. Ooh. That opens the thing in the middle of the floor, but hang on, before we check that... We can open the entire wall as well, and...
You made it. For a while there, I didn't think you would, but those guards... Standards have fallen. I may need to behead someone, set an example. Goddess, I can't believe you're really here. The Apostle. I am so starstruck right now. I mean, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh boy.
What? What's going on? Is she dissecting a body?
I guess fan...
What?
Isn't the big thing in this world?
I followed your career. I know every crusade you've undertaken, every conversion you've carried out, every infidel you've judged and found lacking. I always dreamed we'd meet someday, and here you are, in my lab. Goddess, and look at the state of me. I'm such a mess. I do apologize, but you caught me at a disadvantageous moment. I was just about to start cutting.
Bib? Is that Bib?
Is that what this thing is called?
Oh,
I
man.
was aware that it knew you, so I thought it appropriate to work on this one tonight.
Let him go.
But I'm not finished. Oh my. I'd always dreamed of meeting you, but in my dreams, I never had to pull a gun. And you weren't wearing clothes. I guess it's true what they say about dreams coming true. Do you think me too presumptuous? There's only the two of us. I'm sure you won't tell. I could call for the guards waiting outside the door, but then our little chat would be over, and I feel we still have so much to talk about.
Well...
She's hurting an innocent child. Goddess, she's a monster. She's hurting an innocent child. I could never have imagined anything like this. I don't think she was surprised to see me. She must have had advance warning. But how? I could never have imagined anything like this.
Well, perhaps if you came from the other world where Tumblr was a precedent, you could have imagined part of this, but...
She's hurting an innocent child. Goddess, she's a monster.
I don't know if we can intervene in this position very effectively, so...
Who gave you the authority to do this?
Oh, I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm so sorry. I'm Sister Alessandra, administrator of the Guian camp. My title is actually Director of Scientific Progress in the Greater Azadi Empire, but never you mind. Call me Sister Alessandra. Even just Sandra will do. I won't tell anyone. I promise.
Do the Six know what you're doing here?
The Six are too busy governing to involve themselves in every one of our programs. I answer to the Office of Scientific Progress in Sadir. It was established by the Prophet himself. We have full autonomy. The Six don't need to get their hands dirty. Besides, I'm acting, in accordance with the wishes of our goddess and for the good of the Empire. This camp is a research facility, Kian, not a prison, not a death camp. We're doing very important work. In the last 5 years, we've made so much progress. We're closer than ever before to producing the cure.
What cure?
The cure? For magic, of course. We're creating a scourge to wash the world clean. When we unleash our holy plague, it will spread like wildfire across all continents. Humans will be perfectly safe, of course, but magicals, they will die. Every single one of them.
You're insane.
No, it's perfectly safe. We're doing science here, not black magic. We're being very thorough. You see, we started with the Dolmari plague. Do you know about this? Many decades ago, it killed almost half the Dolmari in the world. But then it weakened, and the remaining Dolmari became resistant to the disease. A real shame. It would have saved us a lot of work if it had killed them all. What we have done, is modify this plague. It no longer affects only Dolmari. It affects all things magical. People, beasts, insects, plants. Anything infected by magic is cleansed, eradicated. I don't like to brag, but it's fiendishly clever.
Well,
I don't understand why anyone would do this.
I mean, the Asari do kinda hate magicals.
Who would authorize something so demonic and inhuman?
Still asking who?
Who authorized this?
The Office of Scientific Progress, of course. The Prophet approved it. The Six don't know the details, but they know we're working on a solution to the magical problem. They turn a blind eye, but I'm doing this work so that they don't have to. We're getting our hands dirty. For the goddess, for the Empire, for the future of humanity. You can see the light in that, can you not, Kian?
You're evil. What you're doing here is evil. This is the Shadow's work, sister.
Evil. What magicals did to us, to our nation, that was evil. Those precious Dolmari of yours murdered my family, burnt our farm to the ground. My brothers and sisters. They were children. What had they ever done to deserve that? They died in agony, crying for our parents while those beasts just watched. And what they did to me afterwards. We're doing this so that no one will have to go through what they went through. Now you've made me upset, Kian. You shouldn't have done that. I mean, I'm the one holding the gun. One shot, and they'll come running through that door. Of course, you'll already be dead. You'll be...
Sister. Kian. What
I don't know.
Whose name is going on?
I don't know, but it all seems very... sudden. Oh shit. And we have a modicum of control here. But I guess... Alright, we have to do something there.
Watch out!
And I suppose just running forward and... Alright. Trying to warn him doesn't do anything, but if we remember what's right behind us, we can, in fact, trigger this again.
You'll pay for this, Kian! You'll pay for this!
She was about to shoot me. Has everyone lost their minds? Do you want to explain what's happening here, Kian?
Please, Mia. Ask your men to stand down. I serve the goddess, same as you. The administrator does not.
Fine. But if you don't tell me everything, and I mean everything...
I will. You may want to sit down. This is going to take a while.
Well, I don't know how far back everything reaches, since I think they met right before this chapter. But yeah, experimenting on people to try and kill them all. And what's basically a death camp. Oh shit. And apparently Ben Rimmer's cousin sold out the rest of these people. And then was apparently stabbed, so it didn't matter. I sure wonder why he did that. Well, I can kind of imagine. And now Lyco's dead. I said Ben Rimmer's cousin, didn't I? I meant nephew. Apparently so is blind Bob. Oh boy. Along with the rest of these, so... Well, I believe some of the choices you make with how you deal with some of the other people from this group determine what happens in this scene. Like if you take Lyco with you to GN, then Shepard doesn't survive, and if you rat out Naane to the rest, then this doesn't happen, and Enu dies. But at least since apparently we know it was Jakai who sold them out pretty much. And then they didn't bother staying or, you know, leaving anyone there to make sure that they were all dead. I guess red-haired girl, whose full name I've forgotten, wasn't actually involved in that. Even though apparently she was talking to one of the high-ranking Asadi women before.
The final preparations will be completed by tomorrow, Mistress.
And the ceremony?
It will begin when the moon rises on Reap Moon's Eve as planned. The engine is ready. We have accomplished everything we set out to do.
And the Prophet will be here?
So he has told us through his messengers. We have no reason to doubt his word.
This is the beginning of a new era, Sister Saya.
Indeed it is, Mistress. Such a pity Harmy isn't here with us. Where is the General, Mother? Why does he not grace us with his presence?
He's away. On urgent business.
Yes, I'm sure he is.
Well, I guess she was telling her that Kian was going to Gian.
Do you know about this urgent business of Harmy's?
That's kind of how the Hound waved it.
Priorities, Sister Saya.
Of course. It is a pity, though. Great things are happening, and I'd hate for Harmy to miss out. After all, were the resistance to fall in his absence and the war of the Northlands won, what would remain of his legacy?
Well, I suspect I'll find out sooner or later, but... But what now? Do we get to see the end of the prison camp episode, or do we switch back to Zoe? No, I think we're switching back to Zoe. Because once again we get a face with the title card.
Man, that was a steep climb. I'm actually surprised you made it this far. To be honest, I was expecting you to lose foothold and tumble to your death, or for a rock slide, or for one of those ghastly flying things to attack us. I'm really glad I have wings. It's a long way down. If you slip and fall...
Thanks, Crow. That's more than enough.
Happy to help. That's what I'm here for.
Alright.
It's comfortable. This is nice. Great views from up here.
Actually,
So after that
get off
very...
my head soon. I'm getting itchy.
You want me off your head? Ah, I thought you specifically wanted me to stay put after that.
Quickly glossed over transition.
Nope. Okay.
Make it to this place. To this dragon area looking place. Well, kind of a cross between Dragon Area and Oompa Loompa Village.
This looks like something.
This is amazing. A whole city up in the clouds.
Wasn't that what you were looking for?
I know, but still, seeing it with my own eyes.
Can we look at that guy? Well, now we can.
One of the Ula. I recognize them from my visions.
Can't really see with a lot of detail though, but they're like cat people. We saw one of them in the dream segment with Abnaxis where she wasn't wearing pants. Which, as I said back when that happened, wasn't the first time we saw something like that.
So this is where the Ula live. Oh, it's impressive. They appear to be Ula nests, built on top of the old city ruins.
I guess they don't want to see us though. And these ladders, if that's what they are, don't seem like they're very human-friendly. Well, this whole everything doesn't seem like it's very human-friendly, I mean. Thank goodness for invisible walls, right? So we've been directed to this place ever since we had that weird dream sequence. I guess that one's not gonna close.
Constructed this stone city. Why are they living in pods now? What changed?
Stone City, well, I can only pretty much only see one part of it that was actually stone and habitable. Alright, that one will close. Can we knock on the nest? No, I guess not.
No one's anyone in there?
Alrighty then. And I don't believe we can climb this ladder thingies, no. So we just have to keep moving around these walkways until we find a different way.
We made it. This is it. The Purple Mountains, the Ula, so...
Yeah? What now?
I don't actually know. We explore? Try to find Abnaxis and Lux?
Ooh, sounds like a well-thought-out plan.
Shut up.
Well, I think it'll work out in the end, though. It usually does. There's mountains.
Purple Mountains.
I guess we're not already on one. And there's... Ooh, there was an Ular, but it fled. Need to make contact with the skittish Ular, it seems. I guess there's no other way. Don't have... Oh no, we do have the Soul Stone and the map. Even though apparently we established that the map wasn't actually going to be that helpful. So if I leave and I go all the way over here and then come back, alright, there's the guy.
That Ula appears to be curious but skittish.
So what do I... If I approach very, very slowly... I think he kind of sees me coming. Or if I keep approaching very, very slowly. I guess that's it.
Hello. Don't worry. I come in peace. I'm Zoe. I'm a friend.
Yes, well.
It will respond to its own name, or, you know, the name of its species. Like, say, if someone calls me human.
I don't know if that's how it works, but...
Abnaxis must be called the same in every language.
I guess it would be.
Home is often a good conversation starter.
What if we open with this?
You're Ula. Ula. Ula? Am I saying this correctly? This is like that time I went to Paris.
Oh, tell me about it. Alright, let's go for a bit more.
Abnaxis must be called this.
Something a bit more promising.
Abnaxis. Do you know Abnaxis?
Well.
Maybe he didn't hear me. He might not understand a word I'm saying, but if Abnaxus speaks to them the way he speaks to me, then maybe...
Well, I don't think that would help, though.
Perhaps he'll recognize the fingers. How about his cane? The cane transcends language. They must know about that cane. I don't expect the Ular to know anything about monocles, but they must have noticed it. I mean, it's a monocle. It might help to describe how Abnaxus looks.
Say the name again.
Abnaxus. Abnaxus. No? Nothing? No, okay.
Alright, let's... Well, clearly grammar will be our savior in this situation.
Abnaxus speaks oddly, like, you will, have, must, did meet me in a time that was, is, will be, and so on. I don't know if you understand me. I mean, languages work differently over here. I understand some people, but not all, and...
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. You know, apparently the universal magic tongue is supposed to be a thing in this world, but it doesn't apply in every case.
It might help to describe how Abnaxus looks. Abnaxus has a very, stump body with a massive, you know, head. This? A big, huge head.
No, still nothing, though. What about the fingers?
He's also got weirdly long fingers. He'd probably make a great pianist.
Well, that didn't elicit any reaction, but...
He wears a round piece of glass in one eye. Like this. A ring in front of his eye. Like an old-timey millionaire.
Now it's down to the last option.
How about his cane? Abnaxus walks around with a stick that he leans on. Like this. Like... You know him. Where's Abnaxus? Up there? That's high. I don't know if I can get all the way... Hey, where are you going? Come back! Shit.
Well, we don't have much of a choice, though. Apparently, we now know that he's over on that stone structure that we couldn't get to before, but now... well, I don't know. Can we inform Crow of what we've learned?
Are you happy you abandoned your, what is it you do again?
Neural programming for artificial intelligence computers.
That thing. Are you happy you abandoned that thing for this thing?
Trying to save reality from collapsing? Yeah, I think I made the right choice.
When this is all over, you should probably get a normal job. That thing you said that I didn't understand doesn't sound like the thing you should be doing.
You're probably right, Crow.
Alright. So that doesn't really further our progress in any way. Well, we're standing directly below it, but... Oh, okay, I guess we can interact with this now.
There you are. How do I... Hey, let me go! Oh god!
Dreamer. You did come.
You didn't exactly make it easy. Why not, I don't know, just tell me where to go and what to do?
Touching you through dreams will be like a blind man searching for a red pebble in a wild river. And if finding you is difficult, to talk even more so. Only fragments of words will survive the journey across. Some things will also not be known to me, and could not be spoken. We do not know where Lux's heart was. You will need to find it on your own. Only a dreamer could take this and bring...
Oh, hang on.
He does not sound well at all.
Well, we need to...
Nice to learn more about the Ular. Sending me cryptic dreams seems like a very inefficient way of doing it.
find out exactly what his intentions are, so...
He does not sound well at all. Are you sick?
I was fading. I will have stayed behind too long. After my people leave one realm for another, this time is poison. It diminishes me. My loop ends soon. Too late for Abnaxis to journey onwards. But not too late for looks. Not too late for the dream. I will have stayed behind for looks, for you to have found your way to looks. Compared with this momentous thing, my life was of little significance.
Sending me cryptic dreams seems like a very inefficient way of doing it.
Yeah, but was there another way?
Couldn't you reach someone else and have them return the Soul Stone?
Only a dreamer can face the sisters. Only a dreamer will make them listen. Only a dreamer was able to retrieve Lux's heart.
The Soul Stone?
Only two could touch it. There is no other dreamer now. Only Zoe. Only Lux.
Why not send an actual message instead of vague visions?
You were worlds away. Any message would be broken, unreliable. The Ular will help me dream. The bird was needed to have found you in those dreams.
The bird.
The bird was needed. What does that mean?
Well, I don't know, but...
It would be nice to learn more about the Ular.
Yeah, why the Ular?
The Ular hide from me.
They trusted no thing. Humans in particular, they will fear. The Ular lived here for many, many lifetimes. Ages ago, they would have a great city. But the Ular and Yeti are splitting, and their cities will crumble. Now they are both to be protectors of dreams in different ways. The Yeti were the grubbers beneath. The Ular lived above the clouds and gave shelter to Lux. One serves the dream, the other will serve the undream, but unwittingly. Slaves to a black fire.
Grubbers. That sounds familiar. Why would these Yeti serve something that wants to unmake the world?
This was beyond my understanding. We will have tried to explain more, Dreamer, but Lux awaits. The sand ran swiftly through the hourglass.
But we still have to exhaust this dialogue tree. Well, I think the Yeti are supposed to be the Banda. It's kind of like in the first game where there's like a race that splits into two under the Merum and the Elation, and they like fight each other for whatever reason, but that they need to remember that they have common ancestry. And apparently they pretty much just brought that back just to have that reference, I guess, with the Ular and the Banda.
How was Crow able to find me?
The bird bridges worlds and souls. The bird has a bond with the Dragon of Spring. The bird was connected to the Dreamer and to the Bloodless King. At the end of its life, the bird will be bonded to the girl who walked across worlds.
That's really not an answer. That's an anti-answer. That's worse than nothing. I mean...
The bird is magic.
Which bird? I wasn't listening. There's a magic bird? Where?
You were a curious thing, Feathered One. So little, and yet so great. So full of magic.
Right. Sure. I mean... Really? Magic?
Oh, yes. You would see this.
Then also a dragon?
You said the Dragon of Spring.
I guess the White of the Kin.
What's the Dragon of Spring?
The new thing that comes to pass when the old things die. The soul of she who saved the balance, reborn.
She who saved...
April? Are you talking about April Ryan?
What do you mean by reborn?
April isn't dead?
She will be dead. She was reborn. There are two now, entwined but apart. The dragon of spring, the girl who walked between worlds, mortal and immortal, human and kin. They are legend.
So, they're one but two? There are two Aprils now, but she's also dead. I still don't get it.
Neither would I. I will only know the words, not their meaning. This is the way of sight. I will see, but never all of it. Scattered words from a book with many, many pages.
That's helpful.
Well, I guess we need to move on at some point.
Chat with Abnaxis.
And yeah, that's all I've been doing, so... By the way, keep up, April is apparently reborn somehow. I wonder how that could be. We sure haven't been seeing anyone that could fit that description, however vaguely and ham-fistedly.
Where is Lux?
Follow me, dreamer. The Ular would always be protectors of the dream. They are children of the first dream, long before these worlds, long before human and Venar. They will keep the first dreamer safe. When Lux's heart was stolen, the Soul Stone. They are protecting Lux from the Undream, protected everything from the Undream.
How did Lux lose her heart?
The wizard will take the Soul Stone. He lets the black fire inside him. He wanted to own dreams. He will have desired to reshape everything. He was and will be dangerous in all presence, past and future.
And the Undreaming?
The wizard will make a bargain, and the black fire enters him and eats him. The wizard is the Undreaming.
Let us follow the other side of that.
I remember you from my vision. Hello? I guess he doesn't understand me.
The Ular understood enough. Here, Lux slept a dreamless sleep.
What do I do now?
You will know.
I guess I must know since... the objective thing spells it out and we have to control this part. Well, here it is. Here's the Soul Stone. Apparently this is what we've been trying to do the whole time.
You're awake. You're inside my head. I can... hear you. I can hear you inside. You're burning with a white fire. I can't stand it. It's so painful.
Just take my word for it.
Thank you. You're the first. You were there at the beginning of everything. Me? No, how is that possible? Yes, I brought your heart, the Soul Stone. What do you mean that's not what... Nox? You mean the Yaga? I didn't bring the sisters. I didn't know. They were inside the Soul Stone. And now they're here. With us. That's it, isn't it? Light, dark. Dream, nightmare. Together. That's why I needed to go there, to face them. To bring them with me. So, what now? How do we save the dream? How do we save reality? can't be the one to do that. I'm just a person. Just a person, and you're a god. Or as close as anything can be to God, I guess. I'm not ready for that. You can't put this on me. I didn't want this. I wanted to be normal. I wasn't asking for a divine purpose. I just didn't know what to do with my life. What happens if I say yes? Who do I become? And what about me? What becomes of me? I understand. Of course, I trust you. How can I not? You made all of this. Without the dream, there's nothing. And there never was. If the dreamer stops dreaming, there's nothing. Forever. So if you're... if we are one, then the dream is mine. I keep it alive. And afterwards, after I'm gone, what then? Okay. Okay. Well, we can't let the universe end, so let's do this. I'm ready.
Let's get out to 2 expansion, I suppose, as part of this covenant.
It looked like you were made of light. You were incredibly beautiful.
I'm okay. Dizzy. I have to go back now. Wake up. For real. Face the world. There are things that... I need to fix things. I can't be asleep any longer.
Okay. Can I come?
No, Crow. You can't.
So you're leaving me here?
You'll be fine. Thanks for everything. I don't think I'll be coming back, but you'll be fine. I promise.
And then suddenly...
Well, that's great. Left to my own devices, in the border mountains, by an inscrutable woman with special powers. Again, if I wasn't so furious, I'd be really, really depressed. You know, I'm so used to being the sidekick, I don't think I can do anything else. But whose sidekick will I... Nope. Not happening, big guy. I'm flying back south to find that Kian fellow. I'll be his sidekick. He seems like the sort of guy who appreciates birds.
Do you believe I should have told her all of it? All that I have seen? Perhaps I should have. Perhaps I was wrong not to. But there's only here, only now, nothing more. I am blind. I think I will sit down, rest, sleep, dream of my daughters, long gone, and hope the future will still be there for them all when I fade to dust.
Would you look at that? Well, this would seem a pretty fitting time for the book to end. Don't know if you need another little info dump cutscene. Or something a bit different. Oh yeah, where did she actually wake up? Because she kind of disappeared from Stark when she traveled to Mercuria that time. So where could she be now? I don't know, but okay, I was gonna say where's the loading screen. I don't see it. It's so uncharacteristic. So let's see if I'm right. I think I might be. Oh no, there's another interlude. I wasn't sure if we were gonna see this now or like at the start of the next one. Guess we're gonna get it out of the way now, though.
No.
Oh boy.
You should know better than to ask, Saga. I won't risk you getting lost out there again.
I'll be careful this time, I promise.
It doesn't matter. I am not removing the wards.
I'm 14, Papa. I can take care of myself.
That didn't help your mother.
It's always about her, isn't it? I'm not my mother. Whatever happened to her won't happen to me.
And you know this how? She said the same thing. She wasn't going to get lost. She was coming right back. I shouldn't worry. I should just stay put and wait for her. I'll remove the wards when you're older. Until then, you are not leaving the house on your own.
That is so unfair. I've been stuck here my whole life. How much longer are we going
Until I know that she's not coming back. All right? Until I know for sure, because if we leave and she does return...
She's gone. Let her go, Papa. Please.
I'm going upstairs to rest for a bit. Don't play the radio too loud. I'll be back down for dinner.
Alright, time to be
I can't take this anymore.
this person again.
Can't stop me from walking. I just have to find the
Damn it, Dad.
Not easy when only Papa can see them.
I wonder how he can see them, but yeah. So does she still have the drawings of April's story that's kind of conspicuous, how it's exactly the same? Well, she has something like it, it looks like.
I'm getting better. I'm not good yet, but my work's improving. I should be on track to have my first exhibition by the time I'm 18.
Gee, okay.
I don't play with the dollhouse anymore. I know it makes Papa sad, but I'm not 7. I've grown up. It's cute. I used to play with that all the time, when I was little.
So we need to find a way to see the words so we can escape this extremely vaguely written house between worlds that's never going to be elaborated upon.
For when the paths are stormy, and the turnstiles still
Open, but apparently trying to go upstairs will interrupt her.
Papa's sleeping. I think I can hear him snoring.
And apparently this is also giving me a few frame rate problems. Hang on, let me do this for a bit. Maybe I can remedy that. Or at least say that I tried to. Okay. So he left his eyeglasses on the table.
That's weird. Papa's usually so fastidious about keeping his eyeglasses with him at all times.
Yeah, it's kind of incredibly...
I'll just borrow them for a minute. Or 12.
convenient that he left them, especially after having that conversation. So we need to find the first ward. And if we put them on, we can see a slight distortion around us. Oh boy. Okay. And if we try to move around, then we take them off. That's how we do that. So there's something over there. There's a new light source that kind of wasn't there before. Maybe behind the door. Yep, there's a thing.
Wow, I see one of the wards. So that's how Papa maintains them. The magic's in his glasses. I mean, of course it is. It's dab magic.
Dab magic.
Pretty cool. Uncle Galeth helped put these wards up after the last time I went walking. Papa claims they protect us, but all they do is keep me from opening doorways. They don't trust me.
So how does that work anyway? Because apparently you can travel just by going out to the front door and leaving the house, or you can also open the shifts like she does.
This ward feels too strong.
And apparently only she can do it to actually get out of the house. Okay, so that ward, we can't do anything about that. Until we find the others. So let's move around and keep looking. Let's, I guess, move slowly so that we can keep the glasses on. Okay, there's another one.
There's another ward.
Can we do anything about this one?
I need to find a weaker ward before tackling this one. They're all connected.
Now apparently we're doing this in exactly the wrong order. So let's use the dead magic for more ward hunting here.
I always hated the downstairs. It's pitch dark, and it smells funny. It's got ether vapors and void beetles. It's not a good place to hang out.
Well, it's kind of weird. Already pretty much gone from end to end of this very small map, and oh wait, there's another one up there.
I believe that's the final ward.
Is this the actual weak one, even though it's the biggest one?
Careful! Ow!
Oh boy.
Sorry, did I break your head?
Yes. Do you have to carry me across the threshold?
Would be tempting fate if I don't. We need to do this right. Watch your head now. There, we have officially moved in. Welcome home, sweetheart.
My head's hurting.
Let me kiss it. Where does it hurt? There?
That. Oh, she's moving. She's kicking, Magnus. Here, give me your hand. Can you feel it? She's happy to be home.
Hello, Saga. Welcome home, baby girl.
Balance. So that's what the wards are made of. Fragments of the past. Memories.
I guess.
I know they're so strong. They're charged with powerful emotions. Some might be red herrings, though, to make the wards harder to crack. I need to untangle the specific memories that tie the wards together. Easy.
Specific memories. Alright, so, I guess the being carried through the doorway and bumping your head would maybe something near this. This seems to be the exit door.
Paths are wobbly, and the custodians temporarily closed the turnstiles.
The custodians close the turnstiles.
But who needs the common paths when you can make your own?
So what, is this secretly set in the same universe as the last door, where there's like a giant crow, that evil crow spirit that guards the passageways between the worlds? What's this?
Magnus, Saga, look! Snow! It's snowing!
Beautiful. First snowfall in our new home.
The first of many firsts.
I don't know.
Love this house, Saga. We built it for us. For our tiny family.
Built it where?
Etta, she's smiling. I think she understood you.
You know, vagueness is good and all, especially when you're trying to build something that relates to multiple worlds, but there's such a thing as too much vagueness, you know.
Oh, honey, please. I'm not in a state to be photographed.
Oh, come on, sweetheart. It's the first week in a brand new home. This needs to be commemorated.
Alright.
Oh, I feel so bloated. Fine, just let me...
I guess this is something we want.
Ready. Hurry up.
I guess this doesn't have to be very specific, just stuff that's well enough related to that one memory. Alright. What about the fire? Since apparently there's something there.
How How many times do I have to tell you, don't put your hand in the fire?
But look, it doesn't hurt me at all.
Saga, stop. I don't care. You can't... Look, if someone saw you do that, it's dangerous, do you understand? No one else can know. No one.
No one who, though. It's... You know, this doesn't really carry any weight based on the fact that we never learn who else they can even meet.
Saga, no, don't draw on the floor. You might damage it. This house is sacred. It's a living thing just like you and me. You must never hurt our home. Can you promise me that, baby?
I don't know. Well, that has to do with the house, so that might be it, but let's look at this one.
It's just his arm. I didn't kill him. I maimed him slightly. I'll sew it right back on, okay? He'll be good as new, I promise.
Poor Hogsy. He'll never be the same. He'll be a cripple.
He's a survivor, just like us. He'll be fine.
Well, I guess this one, since it's to do with the house. Maybe, just maybe. I'm guessing that worked. It's kind of a lousy security system. Pretty much anyone can crack it, even if they're a complete stranger. Well, what about this one? Do I need to do this one next, or the one in the bedroom?
The house will draw us both back if we...
Alright.
What it does. It's what it's for.
Oh, what's this? Well, I guess we need to hear this first.
Building skills.
I don't want to lose you again.
You won't. It's safe to leave, Etta. You'll find your way back and we'll be safe here. Both of us.
Well, then it wasn't.
When that one arrives.
Oh, and not a moment too soon. I am so over being pregnant. Speaking of which, I'm starving again.
I'll make stew.
Please don't.
Alright, so the house and being pregnant, I guess.
When's Mama coming home?
I honestly...
The house and finding your way back to the house.
I think so.
What about this?
Look, she's sleeping. Oh, that's so cute. Your music lulled her to sleep, honey.
I didn't think my guitar playing was that bad. I was going for rousing.
Well, it hasn't put me to sleep yet. Come here. Come here.
What is this? What is it? I can't even see.
We have to wall it up, Magnus. It's dangerous. What if
I know.
What does that say? Trowel?
Tomorrow after you've left, I'll get right to it.
Could there be more like it? Or gaps?
I don't know, Etta. I hope not. I'll take care of it, I promise.
Right, apparently you...
I don't want to leave right now.
You'll be back soon. Everything will work out. The house will take care of us all.
Apparently the walled up door is a gap, which is not really contextualized, so again, I don't know what to make of it.
Hey, is there anything you want me to bring back this time?
Do we have to talk about that right now?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
I don't like it when you leave.
Leaving the house, that might be it, but let's see what this one is. The typewriter.
Does Papa know you're here? I don't think Papa knows.
Oh, is that the first scene?
It'll be our little secret.
Yeah, it's just a reused clip from that scene where you play as her as an infant. And now the ward is gone. There's only one left. And it's in our bedroom. So let's be thankful that we have an unlimited amount of time to break this magical security system.
I could stare at her for hours.
Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I go in here just to look at her. She is perfect. You leaving before she wakes up?
I have to. While the paths are still there. They're stable now, but that might change. I can't risk waiting. Watch over her for me, okay? Keep her safe?
Of course. Always and forever. I promise.
Come here. I love you. Always and forever. And I'll be back. I pinky promise.
Okay, so believing in the same thing, not disappearing, which completely failed.
So, Gareth wrote to say he's visiting soon.
That's good, right? We haven't seen him for a while.
It's good. Sometimes I get the feeling he only visits because of Saga.
Who the fuck is Gareth? We never find out who he is.
Just be grateful she has someone to talk to, Magnus. The stars know she must be sick and tired of us.
Yeah, well, I think that's been kind of proven, but...
Why is it called homework? I'm always home.
What do you mean?
Why is it homework when
I've heard this one. It's another reused clip from an earlier part.
But how can I paint a rainbow if I haven't seen one? I can't.
That's a good point, you know.
And I'm not allowed to go anywhere, so I'll never see one.
There are pictures of rainbows in your books. Can't you paint from those?
It's not the same. I want to see a rainbow with my own eyes.
What about this one? I guess that can count. But what about the rest of these?
Oh, it's red and blue, just like my drawing. It's exactly what I wished for. Thank you, Papa.
You're welcome, baby girl.
The last one. What's this one? Rocket ship.
Ground control to Major Tom.
That's it. Okay.
Tom, Papa?
I don't know. Where did you hear that name?
Don't you know David Bowie transcends all universes? Alright, I think...
But you know what I mean. Someone who travels far away to see.
I think the right ones are this one, and I don't know what other one. I guess this, 'cause it makes references to leaving.
That doesn't feel right.
No?
I don't think those are the right memories.
Well, hang on, let me try and figure out what the common thing is again.
She's so perfect. I could stare at her for hours.
Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I go in here just to look at her. She is perfect. You leaving before she wakes up?
I have to. While the paths are still there. They're stable now, but that might change. I can't risk waiting. Watch over her for me, okay? Keep her safe?
Of course. Always and forever.
So it's the paths. I thought that was the common thing, but... So, I think that means that... That one has to be... one of the common things. That's homework, she's never allowed to leave, I think. That might... What if I replace that with the other one?
That didn't work.
No?
I mean...
Damn it. Well, let me try again. Hang on. Okay, I can... If I do trial and error, I can discount the rocket ship. Been using it every time. And...
No, that's not right either.
No? Okay, so I'm pretty sure the hat is gonna be part of this, so let's try a different combination between these things, like the painting and the book. I'm gonna be really surprised if it turns out that the hat's not it, no? Come on. The painting on the house. There's not another one that I've been missing. Is there, could that be bad? No, there's that thing, there's the house, the painting, the book, and the hat. And there's nothing else, right?
It's cute. I used to play with that all the time. When I was little.
There's nothing just out of view I've been missing. Alright, well... Can I actually discount the hat from being, like... possibility? Alright, try the painting and the book, painted, okay. If this doesn't work, then the hat is not a valid thing.
That doesn't feel...
God damn it, I was so sure. Well, hang on, let me try these then. Actually, no, let me try stories, I guess, about other stuff that she heard. That didn't come from... or that did come from the outside world, which would be that and this, I think. Yeah, there we go. I guess that was the key. It would have made more sense if they played the clip from the hatch at first, though.
He won't be happy when he wakes up. I need to get out of here before then, or he might lock me in the downstairs for a week. So I'll just open a doorway and... It's not working. Why is it not working? All the wards are gone. What's stopping me now?
I don't know, but... What's blocking you? Find the final ward. What could it be? Well... I guess we put the glasses back on. Oh, it's...
My chest feels warm. Wait, am I glowing?
The thing we're wearing? Do we have that in our inventory? Yeah, pendant. Hey, look at that.
The touch. It feels comforting. And
Oh, well, I skipped a bit of text, but whatever.
This is for you, Saga. It belonged to my mother. Keep it close to your heart and know that I'll always be thinking of you, no matter where I am. Even if I'm... Oh, baby girl. You don't understand a word I'm saying, but you will remember when you most need it.
Yeah, I don't think memory works like that outside of freaking another code.
All worlds, all of time are yours to explore.
And this, I guess. Could those universes be connected?
thank you. I love you. Goodbye.
Well, thank you, bye.
This window's always tuned to a place called Letoch in Scotland, long, long ago.
Oh, the window in the back. What about this? Oh, the shift. Okay. Well, we run away from home again. That's the second time we've seen her do that.
Saga. Saga. Saga, where in the world are you?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Saga! Balance, no, please, no. No, all is well. Don't take her from me. Please don't. I can't do this again. I cannot do this again. Please. Saga.
See, it's kind of hard to feel sad there because you're supposed to see him from his perspective, I guess, but at the same time you're trying to figure out how the fuck the travel between the worlds works. And since you're never told how it happens in relation to how the house functions, you don't know what the hell to make of that. What happens to her? What happened to her mother before her? What's, is the mother dead? Is she just trapped somewhere else? Or what? You know, you never get a straight answer out of this. But anyway, our decisions. Since I remember to return the pipe worker's tools, alright. So you remember to return the pipe tool. And so Olvik doesn't get in trouble. You actually have to be right on the ball for that, like I mentioned. Didn't tell Brian Westhouse why we were in the house, and didn't let Westhouse stay in the house. Apparently most players were also quick to catch on. And left Liko behind, which means he died. But at least he died protecting somebody else instead of dying like I suspect he would have if he had come with us. Maybe not, I don't know. I've never seen what happens if you take him with you. Like I said, I was actually trying to do that in this run, but kind of messed that up. And Inu was seriously hurt, but none was there to heal her wounds, that's what that says. So she lived, because we didn't rat out the healer. Revealed some of my darkest secrets to the Yaga. Okay, so I guess that counts as a choice. Whether we actually tell her or we refuse to tell her. Didn't really seem like it would be an important choice, but pretty sure it has the same outcome either way. So now it's time to start the final book, I believe. Hello. see what this one's called overall. I think this is gonna have 13 chapters. Oh, but the consequences of our actions are about to be revealed. Let's see what choices are gonna have an impact on the story ahead. Found a job path unrelated to my studies. Wasn't she studying like genetics or whatever, I guess. That's not related to neural programming. You can always change that, but you have to start the whole damn game over, so I don't really know if it's worth it. At least we're trying, at least we have each other. So I guess we didn't screw up the relationship with Reza. Handing the data to Baruti, and now we need to get it out there, so I guess that's not quite as straightforward as if we hadn't done that. I will remember what happened to me. Okay, so we made the decision to remember when talking to Queenie, I think. I bought Reza cheese soup for lunch instead of pork sausages. That's clearly quite important. The man who broke into the apartment saved my life. And he lived because we didn't attack him. He saved the warden's life. Revenge is a hollow victory, and because of that, the warden's testimony contradicts Vamon later. So it actually benefits us. Nana lived, yeah, because, or was just able to be free because we didn't rat her out. We've been over this. These are seriously all the choices, well. He pushed away Anna, the red-haired mystery woman. The Asadi met some resistance because the rebels stayed in Old Town and got caught in the raid. I guess because... Didn't we get the information anyway? I mean, I thought they were all gonna flee regardless, or at least be ready for that. I don't know. Didn't quite understand what the thought process was behind that, but... Or I guess I should say, process of causality, but... Let the officer go because we might have gotten more information from him. We don't really know how that pans out. Build some things. To who? I guess to Eno? I don't know. Turn the pipe worker's tools, so Ulvik is gonna be fine. They arrest him if you forget to do that, I think. You know, Liko will never forgive me, but okay. He stayed behind and died protecting others, so Brian wanted to stay, but we didn't let him stay. Enu was injured in the raid on the Enclave, but she's back in our ranks because we didn't rat out Nane before, so after all that, let's head into the final stretch, I believe. There's 5 books, and then each one's divided into chapters, so it's just like Les Miserables. Except there are books which are also divided into chapters, but there are also volumes which are divided into books, and there are 5 volumes in Les Miserables, so... Now I think this is gonna have 13 chapters, but I'm not sure, because I think both of them... I don't remember if the first Dreamfall had chapters, but the first Longest Journey did have, and there were 13. So I get the feeling that's the route that this will end up going. You know, there's not actually that much left in the story after this, so... So looking at the clock, I think I'll keep going for about half an hour and then leave the rest for tomorrow.
Zoe, you're awake.
Hey, Bunchy buddy.
Wonkers, get off me! Oh, what time is it? Wait, where am I?
You're in the hospital, Zoe. In Casablanca. Don't you remember?
No.
You got really sick. and they brought you here to make you better. I've been watching over you. You've been in a coma for a long, long time.
I'm not sure. I'm confused.
You just woke up, Zoe. It must be strange to be awake again. Don't worry. It'll pass. You just need to rest. Go back to sleep now. I'll watch over you.
Wonkers, you don't sound like yourself.
You've been very sick, Zoe. You can't trust yourself right now. Just close your eyes and go back to sleep. You'll
Wait,
feel
what?
much better afterwards.
No.
Okay, wait a minute.
I can't sleep anymore.
This hasn't been...
Recommend that, Zoe.
Okay.
You're not well. You need to go back to sleep.
I need to get up.
I wouldn't recommend that, Zoe. You're not well. You need to go back to sleep.
Stop it, Wonkers.
Okay, the stream hasn't been doing weird shit like with getting disconnected or anything, has it? Because I didn't see anything here to indicate that it might have been. So... Is it doing anything weird? I don't know.
The call button should really be next to the bed. Although, I guess they weren't expecting me to wake up from my coma anytime soon.
We're back in the coma place that she was in, the hospital bed at the end of the second game. And at the start of this one. Which is kind of strange, considering all that's happened.
Graduation day, in front of Jammy Hall.
Except, you know, that didn't happen. Because she'd never actually graduated. You'll recall she dropped out.
I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think. Jama was so proud. Prouder than my dad, perhaps. Definitely prouder than me.
Well, you might remember that shitty combat tutorial part at the start of the second game that... You know, if you also recall, she was, you know, the trainer woman was not proud of her at all.
Jardin de Roses. Home, sweet home for most of my tumultuous teenage years.
So something fishy is going on here.
That's me, in Cape Town. Our 5th anniversary. Reza and I took the backtracks to Norway and a hydrofoil to Svalbard. We spent a long weekend travelling around the island. Mum, Dad, and me. That was when we moved to Casablanca.
It's Mom who put us in the coma, and... Well, what about...
Good old Wonkers. For as long
our
as
very
I
own
remember,
Bunsey
she's been
buddy?
there for me. Like a surrogate sibling and guardian. Best gift ever. But there's something not quite right about him. I can't put my finger on it, but he's not really Wonkers.
Are you tired, Zoe? You must be tired. Let's go back to sleep. I'll stay right here. I promise I won't ever leave you.
No, I don't want to sleep anymore.
You're not feeling well. I can tell. You're exhausted. And you're seeing things that aren't real.
I don't know what's wrong, but it's not me. It's this place. It's you, Wonkers. You're all wrong.
That hurts my feelings, Zoe.
I see. Create your own exposition, yeah. Well, honestly, I think this is a bit more reminiscent of that Rick and Morty episode where they have like the memory parasites he'll end up being.
You don't sound right.
You're imagining things, Zoe. You're very, very tired. Sleeping will help you feel better. You should go back to sleep. Just for a little while.
No.
So we don't want to go back to sleep, even though he's trying to get us to. What if we try to leave?
This must go into the hospital hallway. It's locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels unsafe.
It's our old clothes.
No,
Look kind of awkward.
This isn't really me anymore.
Now, we're not putting that on. But we will change back into it and back and forth.
No, this isn't really me anymore.
Can just keep doing that, I suppose.
Flowers from Liv.
Liv, our friend who died, apparently got caught in the raids. So I guess we're going back to sleep after all. What could possibly go wrong?
Back to sleep, Zoe. You'll feel much better if you do.
Well,
maybe Wonkers is right. Okay.
Why not? Let's do it.
Wake up, Zoe. You must wake up. Come on,
Oh
Zoe,
boy.
get up. This place isn't real. You need to get out.
Was that April?
Okay, I guess we're not going to sleep after all. Let's look at our not Facebook.
Over 200 unread posts. So I was more popular in a coma than when I was awake. Encouraging.
Chelsea.
It's from Reza. Think
Can we...
I would hope so.
That's not taking it.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh god.
Things are generally going very...
No thanks.
This must go into the hospital hallway. It's locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels unsafe.
And I can't imagine, yeah, we can't... Okay, we can interact with that, but...
Sunshine and I'm locked inside.
But even so, we don't have anything in our inventory.
The Atlantic Ocean looks perfectly serene from here. When the megastorms aren't raging, of course. Then, not so much.
Oh, come on. Well, back at the start of the game, we freed ourselves from the coma by messing with this stuff, but...
aren't too bad.
Can we do that again?
Someone will be with you shortly.
Make it faster.
Your call has been registered. We will send someone to your room as soon as possible. All nurses are currently busy. Please wait for the next available nurse. I'm sorry, but everyone's frightfully busy. Your patience is appreciated. Stop pushing that button. We won't get to you any quicker even if you keep pushing it. Stop. Please stop. Someone will be with you shortly.
I'm not satisfied.
Your call has been registered. We will send someone to your room as soon as possible.
Okay, maybe that's just gonna loop now.
The magic nurse summoning button.
So,
Hola, sweetie. I hope these flowers will brighten your day. Love, Liv. That's cute. Liv's cute.
Love Liv, you see. But there's no snow outside.
Thanks for joining.
No. Well, does Wonkers have anything else to say to us?
Good old Wonkers. For as long as you don't sound...
You're imagining things. Sleeping will help.
No.
Still telling us to go to sleep. What if we...
Not being at home. There's something's very, very wrong.
Okay. She won't go back to bed. So what will you do? I mean, apparently we're done interacting with pretty much everything. Well, she doesn't want to change.
No, this isn't really me anymore.
And we still can't open this because it's locked.
Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels unsafe.
Actually, wait a bit. What if we can take a look at this again?
Town University has the most beautiful views.
I think that might be it, actually.
So many lazy afternoons with friends, sitting on jammy steps and looking out over the city. I remember feeling like the end of my bioengineering degree was impossibly far away. I can't believe I actually made it to graduation. It's almost like a dream. Come to think of it, I don't remember much from that day. I was there, I was wearing a gown, but who else was there? Dad? Reza? And what was the ceremony like? I just can't remember. Weird. What just happened?
Well...
Something's wrong. The whole graduation thing, something's definitely wrong here. Okay, that was not just in my head. Something's definitely going on.
So, do you remember how that woman wasn't proud of you at all?
I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. 2nd place, I think. Jama was so proud. Prouder than my dad, perhaps. Definitely prouder than me. I'd almost forgotten.
No, I guess she's not gonna remember that or forget that. What if we interact with the
Jama was so proud. Prouder than my dad, perhaps.
graduation photo? There's nothing in the back, but
I dropped out. I mean, sometimes I wish I hadn't. But this is a false memory.
What are you doing, Zoe? You shouldn't be on your feet.
She did drop out. She spent the whole first hour of the 2nd game complaining about that.
From Cape Town University.
So I guess we need more proof that we never did anything like that. So some of these pictures.
We always talked about going to Svalbard. It's such an incredible place. So majestic and so alien. And I was totally geeking out about going inside the Doomsday Vault. 5 years together. Almost hard to believe. Things have been rocky between us from time to time. It's amazing that we lasted this long. I remember we stayed at the what was the name of that place again? And where was it? I don't remember any of it. Shit. Am I losing my mind, or is reality glitching? It's weird, but I remember nothing from the trip, aside from talking to Reza about it and this photo. We were there, and we've been together for 5 years. Haven't we? Now I'm officially freaked out.
I guess you can't pick that one up. Well, what about this picture here?
Mum and Dad were always moving when I was growing up, because of their jobs. This must have been the 5th or 6th home we moved into. I remember falling in love with the place as soon as we got there. It had all these nooks and crannies, a balcony, and my own room with an awesome view. There were so many hiding places. Me and Mum. We played hide and seek all the time. When she came after me, she would stomp her feet and shout. What was it she'd say again? I don't actually remember her voice that well. Or her face. Or that she was there with Dad and me. Mum was... she wasn't... Where was she?
Well, kind of curious that this would be planted here. There's her dad. I can't remember what happened to him, but I think he might be dead.
Helena was never part of our lives. It was just me and Dad. She abandoned us when I was an infant.
You don't look well, Zoe. You're probably seeing things. Please lie down, just for a minute. I'll watch over you. I'll sing for you.
Count from Karen.
Card from Karen.
Who's Karen?
Karen's nice. She's been a good friend, and she makes great coffee. It's a card from Karen.
I guess we're not gonna find any more than that. Well, are any more of these photos fake?
This must have been Sandy Bay. Oh, beautiful waters, carefree days. Oh, I miss it. I remember this day vividly. 5 minutes after this picture was taken, there was a sudden influx of naked 70-year-old men, and that's when we realized what kind of beach this was. That's me, in Cape Town. This must have been...
I guess this one's real. What about this one?
Dad and me in Casablanca. Dad's been away a lot, traveling, but we're still very close.
Yeah, that one looks real.
I remember that day. We had one of our dad and daughter days. We walked around exploring the city, we went to a museum, and then we ate an amazing buffet dinner at the Wati Plaza Hotel downtown. Dad and me in Casablanca.
Casablanca too, since it's not really related. What about this greeting card?
I'm so happy to have Olivia Del Marco in my life.
Yeah, I think this is fake too, though.
Hands down the best electronics shop in Casablanca. I can't wait to go back. When was the last time I visited her shop? That was ages ago. Did it close down? I remember something about... Something happened to her, to live. Something terrible. Olivia. She's dead. I know it. I feel it.
Well, take another look at this.
Had an accident. She's dead. She never sent me a get well card.
This isn't helping anyone, Zoe. You're just going to ruin everything. Please stop. Please go back to bed. Go back to sleep, Zoe.
See, I don't know if we can.
It's locked.
Still can't
Lock a hospital room. That feels unsafe.
do anything with that.
You don't sound...
You're imagining sleeping.
No.
And he's still saying the same stuff, so...
Get well, get better, please wake up, hope you recover, don't die. Where's that book you borrowed? Come back to us, all our love. Where were these people before my coma? I spent my 21st birthday in a coma. That's just sad. Hey, a message from Emma. She finally opened her gallery in Europolis. Nice. I'll have to visit soon. Jama sent me something. Knowing her, it's probably a list of exercises to get me back in the gym. Oh, an invitation from CTU to come back and talk about my experiences. What experiences? How to not succeed after graduation? Avoiding bed sores? Also, the event was 6 months ago. Fantastic. My surprisingly large circle of acquaintances has been busy talking about me in my absence. Now that I'm awake, I probably won't hear from any of them ever again. Over 200 unread posts. So I was more popular in a coma than when I was awake.
Alright, wait a minute. Where's the balloon from Reza?
Of course it's from Reza.
Okay, so that's not... Well, what if I try the TV now? It's still that. Well, we found 3 fake glitching objects.
All that beach and sunshine and I'm locked inside.
Can't combine these. But we already figured out that all of these are fabrications.
Sometimes I wish I hadn't. But Helena was never in a family photo. Liv didn't send this. It's not real.
So what do we do about it? Do we need to find something else?
I'd almost forgotten this. Casablanca's a great place to grow up. Such an interesting mix of cultures, and maybe I'll go back to Cape Town. Or move to Europolis, Jardin de Roses. Home, sweet home for most of my tumultuous teenage years. Those vitals aren't too bad.
We'll try the button over and over again, and it didn't really work out.
Good old Wonkers. For as long as I can remember, he's been there for me. Like a surrogate sibling and guardian. Best gift ever. But there's something's very, very wrong. I'm not going back to bed again.
Don't want to go back to bed.
This must go into the hospital hall. So
we can't trigger anything with that.
It's locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels unsafe.
I'm almost entirely certain we already looked at all these pictures and identified, well... See, we identified this one being fake too, but...
No, this is wrong.
But that one we couldn't pick up. Oh, I guess we need to keep examining it. This other thing that didn't happen.
We talked about going to Svalbard, but we never did. We broke up, and that trip, it never happened. Oh my god.
Oh, there we go.
This isn't real. This place is a hallucination. Or a projection. I need to get out of here.
Seems awfully cheery about it.
Why couldn't you just leave things be? We could be happy here together. The both of us, forever.
You shouldn't have done that. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
Before it's too late. Before... Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Why couldn't you just leave things be?
It's locked.
We could be happy.
Still can't
The both of
That
us.
feels
Forever.
unsafe.
We can still change clothes though.
Zoe. Now.
No, this
before
isn't really
it's
me
too late.
anymore.
Before. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Why couldn't you just leave things be?
That still doesn't do anything different.
Together. The both of us. Forever.
I guess we talk to the...
Something's wrong. This place and you. You're all wrong. You're not you.
That doesn't make any sense, Zoe. Of course I'm me. I've always been me. Wonkers, your old friend. Your best friend in the whole world.
You look the same, but you don't act the same, and you don't sound the same. It's like someone put you together from memory, but they didn't get the details right. They didn't know you like I know you, and they probably figured it wouldn't matter. That's what's wrong with this whole place. It's made of memories, and some of them are not right. Europolis, Arcadia. I wasn't dreaming. They were real. This is the dream, or a dream made physical. By me. I made this, and I can see through it.
But I'm real, Zoe? Aren't I?
Of course you are, Wonkers. Of course you're real.
Are you sure you don't want to play a game? We haven't played a game in so long.
I'm sorry, Wonkers.
Okay then. Promise to wake me up later?
I promise.
Nighty-night.
So was that actually the same voice actor from the previous game doing a fake or slightly different voice on purpose, I suppose? It's a very slight difference between the voices, but it kind of switches to the old one at the end there. Oh boy, and we can see past the wall. Fake walls. And okay, behind the bed there's something. Guess this is it. Well, thank goodness they didn't lock that. I guess they figured the placement was too convenient. So meanwhile in... the place from the first Resident Evil movie. Can't really tell if that just materialized or if that's like, you know, what she was wearing before was an illusion. That's what she was really wearing. It's not really easy to tell when the rules change so often. Well, meanwhile, back in Arcadia, I guess I can do one more scene.
Hey, stop that. It's not a toy. You could kill someone. Someone you don't want to kill.
Send for a healer, you cretins! My legs are broken!
What do we do with her?
I haven't decided yet. We have enough on Sister Alessandra to hold a summary court-martial and execute her. Or we send her to Sadir to stand trial. She'll face death. Or worse, a solitary life sentence in the black hole. To be honest, I think that decision should be yours.
Well...
she's murdered thousands, and she believes she's righteous. Nothing will be gained from sparing her life. Our people must know the truth. Alessandra needs to stand trial for what she's done in Sadir. She must stand trial. But we don't know what's happening in Sadir. Someone may want to protect her, and we can't bring her with us to Mercuria.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess we'll go to the... I don't think this is the same as the court-martial option, but...
What if we leave her here?
Leave her? Do you think that's a good idea, Kian?
Her crimes are against magicals. Let them decide what to do with her.
I can't imagine they'll show her any mercy. Oh, very well, Kian. We'll leave Sister Alessandra in the hands of her prisoners. May the goddess have mercy on her soul.
Let me go, you fools. You're doing the shadows' work. Goddess, help me. Oh, it hurts.
What now, Kian?
We go back, and we end this. Can I count on your help?
You can. When I followed you here, I had no idea. I had my suspicions. I don't trust Vamon and Saya. They've been lying to us, and they're planning something. But I was blinded by faith and my trust in the Council. I followed you so that I could arrest you, kill you, if necessary. To have my eyes opened this way. A veil's been lifted, all thanks to you. I failed you. I failed our nation. And I'm sorry for that, Kian, for distrusting you. I should have known better.
Well...
He should have known better than to brand me a traitor. But I understand why he made that mistake.
Yeah, I cannot do
Our
it.
friendship may never be the same, but we need to put this behind us and move on. I'm disappointed in him. He should know me better than to think I would knowingly betray my people. But I won't confront him about it until after the war is won.
Well, even if you postpone that, I think you can kind of made a preemptive decision to not forgive him if you pick this, so...
He should have known better than to brand me a traitor. But I understand why he made that mistake.
I think pretty much in, either of the two that aren't this one, discount this one. Let's go for this one. I think we're kind of understanding of that.
I gave you reason to doubt me.
I'm not so sure about that, Kian. I acted rashly and...
General, Harmy, I forgive you. There's one
Bows his head slightly. I didn't really see it.
Who told you I'd gone to Gien?
Mother Utana. Don't ask me how she knew. Well, she has her sources. She urged me to follow you.
She wanted you to see this with your own eyes.
Perhaps so, but how would she know what I'd find here?
She trusted me.
Yes, although, if she already knew the truth, why did she say nothing? It wouldn't have been better to keep me in Mercurio and arrest Vamon and Saya?
I'm sure she had her reasons, Harmy. Is your cloud ship ready to bring us back?
The fastest ship in the fleet. We'll be there in less than 3 days.
Enough time to lay plans along the way. I need your most trusted men to fight alongside the rebels, against Vamon's troops.
They will. There are fewer of us than there are of them, but we have the light on our side. We'll follow your command, Kian. To the first mountain, if it be so.
What will happen to the prisoners?
They'll be freed, fed, cared for. They'll need to stay here until the situation in Mercuria has been resolved. After that, we can provide them with passage to wherever they want to go. We owe them that, and much more.
We'll have to leave young Bip with his parents, or I'm sure he'll try to sneak on board our ship. Bip, time to go.
Well, how do you know his parents haven't been killed for the not Nazi plague? Maybe we won't get an answer for that, but...
Everything's ready for the ceremony, Your Excellency. The engineers have informed me that the engine is ready. Whenever you wish to begin.
My men have been posted around the city, ready to handle any unrest. Though I don't expect any. This being Reap Moon's Eve, most of the peasants will be too drunk to pay attention.
Is there anything else you need, Prophet?
You've done all I've asked. With the General away, there will be fewer distractions to worry about. The Office of Scientific Progress has proven itself a loyal servant to the Goddess. The support in Sadir has been unwavering. I am pleased with your work.
Thank you, Prophet. We live to serve the Goddess.
Where is the first?
In her room, praying for the success of our mission. She did not want to overshadow this ceremony with her presence. Her humility makes her a worthy one of the six.
You deserve all the glory tonight, sister. You, and the commander, of course. When I activate the engine, a new era will begin. We will shape this world according to the wishes of the Goddess. Magic will finally be eradicated. The transition may cause fear and unrest for a time, but I trust you to handle this with authority and efficiency.
Of course.
I must prepare. When I am ready, I'll send word to you. You will have the privilege of telling the people of this city they're witnessing the birth of a new era.
I have some questions about how that mask works, but...
He's joined the Resistance.
What? Who told you this?
They've been trying to recruit my men. Some have turned, though most have not.
Why didn't you inform the Prophet?
And have him cast us from the top of the tower. We'll handle this. The Prophet will never know.
Mother Utana and the First, they can't know either. They might interfere.
You take care of them. I will take care of the Resistance and Harmy. Once and for all. Soon it won't even matter. Tonight, once the engine is active.
We take control, yes, I know. I just... We didn't need this. Not when we're so close, after all that we...
Don't worry yourself, sire. Proceed as planned.
Yes. Yes.
Okay then. Well, it took the entirety of all the other chapters before the Prophet would appear here, but I think the end game is set.
Long ago, when I was a boy, exploring the mountains close to my village, I met an old Dolmari man, herding his stone goats. Our two people were officially at war, but there were still Dolmari tribes near our village, and some trade between humans and magicals. The old man spoke with kindness, fed me dried fruits and goat's milk, and told me I had magic in me, just like his grandchildren. When I returned home and told my mother, she commanded me to never speak a word of this to my father. And then she leaned in and whispered something in my ear I'll always remember. Magic, she said, is a part of everything. Magic is in the wind and rain, the stones and the ocean. It's in me, my mother said. And it's in you. Your heart, your mind, your blood. We've been at war with magic for most of my life, but I've never forgot my mother's whispered words. And I've always felt it in me, felt that magic's a part of me. For decades, I've fought it, denied it, rejected it. Tonight, that fight ends, and another begins. This is no longer a war between humans and magicals. This is a battle for the very soul of our world. If you will have me, if you accept us, we stand with you all. We fight at your side.
Tonight, we put aside our differences, our history, our grievances, and we stand united as one. Humans and magicals, Azadi and Northlanders. We are all Arcadians. Our eyes have been opened to the truth of what's being done to magicals. The Prophet has deceived the Azadi people. The engine is a weapon aimed at us all. We don't yet know what this ceremony will bring, but if we don't act tonight, in the face of death, we shall live to regret it tomorrow. General Harmy will lead sorties against Vamon's men, force their surrender, and push through to the commander and Sister Saya. Those who refuse to lay down their arms, we fight. As hard as it will be to strike at your own brothers, there's no other choice. Your goal is to apprehend Saya and Vamon, alive if possible, dead if necessary. You'll take your commands from the General. Any misgivings you may have must be put to rest now. I trust Harmy with my life, and tonight, so shall you. The engine must be destroyed.
We don't know what it's truly for or how it works, but the Prophet means to reshape the world using its powers. This isn't magic. It's something darker than sorcery. Something older and infinitely more dangerous. Let's stop it. Let's stop them all from destroying our world, from destroying magic.
Let's do this in the memory of our absent comrades. Liko, Bob who can see, there's been enough death. Come back alive.
You've received your assignments. Prepare to move out. And when this night is over, let's all return here to watch the sun rise on a new Mercuria.
Alright, we get our rebel-rousing speech out of the way.
From the control room near the green. In order to do that, he needs me inside the tower.
You'll go alone?
I've been inside before. It will be easier on my own. Anna and Enu will escort Ferdaus and keep him safe.
I wish we could fight side by side tonight, but your task is more important. And more perilous.
You'll have the Resistance by your side.
I couldn't ask for better company. My men won't flinch from their duty. When they learned what was being done to the non-humans, and what the camps were for. I wish there was time to spread the truth further. But instead, we're forced to fight our own. We can only hope that most choose to surrender, rather than remain loyal to Vamon.
I'm sure they will, once they find themselves facing you. Civil war is a terrible thing, Hami. Most men shy from it. I don't envy you your task tonight.
We do what we must.
I guess I do. Well,
if all goes well,
I guess I needed that pause too.
We shall.
Okay, it actually moves to the next scene by itself. No, it doesn't. Well, I guess we need to make our own way out of here, which I believe I shall. Probably getting more dialogue in the way, and once we're out, because there's one more little quest line we need to complete outside before we trigger the endgame proper.
Here. But it was my doing. And if he'd gone with me to Gien, she'd be dead now.
I'm grateful to your goddess for bringing you back to me, Kian. Unharmed, in time to fight alongside your sisters and brothers.
I'm sorry for defying you, Shepard.
Sorry? Child, you did the right thing. I was blinded by fear. I just wish Liko had disobeyed me and gone with you to Gien instead of...
Oh, you know.
If he had, Shepard would be dead. If Liko had joined me on Gien, he'd probably be alive. There's nothing I can say to ease her guilt.
I don't know. I guess. So we are, in fact, gonna leave it there.
To fight alongside you, Kian, and I am proud to call you my friend. Liko would have been proud to fight alongside you, Kian.
I think there was a bit of a glitch there. Alright.
Who arrived in the Enclave many months ago.
You believed in me, Shepard. That's what saved me.
I played only a small part. You began believing in yourself. That's what mattered the most. May your goddess continue to watch over you. We need all the help we can get from all the deities that watch over our mortal realms. Go now. Fight. Save us all from chaos.
Okay. Save all from chaos.
If Naane hadn't been around to heal Enu, I don't want to think about what might have happened. Hami's men stand with us, but too many are still loyal to Vamon. It'll be brother against brother tonight. I'm proud of them. After the raid on the Enclave, I wouldn't have blamed them for giving up.
Lake Falk.
Finish the fight. I'll pray for them. Every single one of them. Ulvik's put everything on the line for us, and he'll lose it all if we lose the fight.
And there's Ferdaus. I guess he found his way there.
So much is on that man's shoulders tonight.
Somehow.
Now they're stronger than they look. Those shoulders don't look very strong.
Anna awaits your instructions. They will not leave before you've spoken to them.
Alright, where are they? Oh, there she is.
Anna, Elena, we haven't...
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm not...
talked, and... Sorry, what were you saying?
Nothing. Don't worry about it, Kian, really. I'm glad you're back and in one piece. We have a job to do. We can talk after.
Good, yes. After. We really should.
Anu and I will escort Ferdows to the engine house in the green. We'll watch over him while he does whatever it is that he needs to do. Kian, are you sure we can trust him?
Do we have a choice? Yes, I believe we can.
Okay. He'll be ready when you found your way into the tower.
Something Hami said. Utana learned of my trip to Gien from a trusted source. I wonder. Did you tell Utana about Gien?
Alright. Yes, I did. I did it to help you. I trust the mother. I always have, ever since... Well, you know, you and her, you saved my life half a lifetime ago. I'm sorry for trying to help.
If you hadn't told Utana, I'd be dead now. So, thank you.
That's it. Thank you. We might never see each other again, and...
Well, what do you want? I mean...
I can't give her everything she's hoping for. But I can at least say something to make her feel better. I can't give her what she desires most. But I can still grant her a kiss. Words
I don't know, man.
Bridge the gap between us. I can't
Jeez.
give her everything she's hoping for.
I think we'll stick to that.
Really? Well, if you say so. You have a lot to learn about women, Kian. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Elena.
Are we leaving soon? Because if we wait much longer, I'm afraid I'll just curl up into a ball and be of no use to anyone.
The streets are crowded with revelers, and the Azadi are staying out of their way. There's no better time. This whole reaping thing is giving them the willies. It's way too pagan for our pious occupiers.
I'll find a way into the heart of the tower.
And we'll stand by and wait for you to contact us.
You still believe you can shut the engine down remotely, Ferdows?
With your help? Unless they've disconnected the pipes. Yes, I believe so. I know they're still waiting on the final calculations to be sent to the tower, so if we hurry...
Then let's not waste any more time.
Just get inside the tower and find the engine and contact us via the speaking tube. I'll walk you through the steps needed for me to take control, and then I'll force the engine to crash.
Crash?
Crash! Wait, what's happening now? Why are we all saying crash? Has there been an accident?
If we feed it the wrong instructions, the engine will stop working. Like a cloud ship that, crashes into a mountainside. It's complicated, but really quite easy.
We'll have to take your word for it.
I've worked on the engine for years. I know how it operates.
Are you guys ready? I am so ready. I mean, not really, because I have no idea what we're doing, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Not that I feel ready. I prefer fighting an enemy I can see, and I don't understand what this engine is, or how Ferdows plans to stop it, or what it's doing, but... So how about it, guys?
Let's go. Be safe, Kian. If you die, I'll be very cross with you.
Well, that's the best way to reassure somebody. Glad to see that that's how that character is gonna be operating for the remainder of this, but gee, I sure hope I get to the hub again, because we kinda need to access that. Okay, now that we can actually do stuff again, so I can look around, find a way into the tower, but won't be doing that yet.
To Mercurians if they're willing to make such fools of themselves.
There's the wicker figure, which we can't look at. Oh wait, burning what? Burning pyre.
If burning wicker witches makes people feel safer, then so be it. I won't stand in their way. As long as they keep to burning straw puppets.
How is it burning so well in the rain is my question. I mean, it's not really covered up or anything. Well, now we need to go on another obtuse quest to find a way into the tower, which I thought was... yeah, it's over there. I just can barely see it because of the cloud smoke. I don't know. But since pretty much leads to the end game, and I do believe won't take too long, and by too long I mean more than I usually go for. I think I'm gonna leave it there and do that tomorrow. And I presume that the time that I usually follow will be enough to get through that. Even with these Kojima tier length cutscenes that we can see all over the place. And I actually woke up like, how many hours ago? Like, it's 11 now, so like 5, yeah. Also, apparently, according to Skype, it's Abby's birthday today, so hooray. I don't know where he's gone off to now, but happy birthday. I guess I could just tell him on Skype. But what I'm gonna be doing now, since I don't really have anything else to do for the rest of the night, and also should probably eat a bit, since I haven't really done that all day today, since I was sleeping all day today pretty much. Is get some dinner, so I will let me see. I guess I could set up a rabbit thing to watch something, but I also need to figure out what that would be. I actually have a bit of a runner-up for a thing, but well, something I would want to watch on Rabbit, that is, but the thing is, it's a bit long, so I think I'm gonna save that for tomorrow, in which I suspect I'm gonna be finishing a little bit earlier, so hang on. Actually, wait a minute, this isn't the right thing. It's the same link as before. Oh god, yes. Actually had that open in a different tab, but I didn't actually. Didn't play it before, hang on.
Okay.
Well, you know what I think I'm gonna do is set up the rabbit here, and which I just did. Sure, go to Google, that's only where I want you to go. And put the link there and have that playing as I figure other stuff out. I just need for the rabbit thing to actually begin and work properly. Oh wait, is it beginning? Okay, I think it might be. Yeah, there it goes. So, where's the room link? There's a room link, so. So yeah, here it is. I hope that works. It still doesn't work with the... Oh wait, no, it works if I do the Control V though, that's weird. Oh well. So yeah, I'll set that up. And keep that playing for now. And end this part of the stream for the time being. So you are welcome to come by the rabbit now to see if as I figure out what I want to watch for a bit before I just disappear completely for the night, so listen to this wonderful piano improvisation as it plays out to this part.